It's time for Bartow Yellow Jacket football on WBF. Tonight's game is sponsored by Kelly Buick GMC of Bartow. With high-quality vehicles and services, we look forward to living up to our reputation. Evolve Professional Landscape Management, offering full residential and commercial landscaping services. By Spath Jewelers of Bartow and Valrico, providing all your jewelry needs with sparkling customer service. Budget You Pull It of Bartow, the parts you need when you need them. By Ewing Blackwelder and Deuce Insurance, helping you protect what matters most. S.R. Wright and Company in Winter Haven, your certified public accountants. By Keith's Spray Service of Bartow, taking care of your lawn and garden for over 50 years. Citrus Air Conditioners of Bartow, such great care it must be Citrus Air. By Whidden McLean Funeral Home, our family serving yours with integrity and compassion since 1925. Beef O'Brady's Sports Pub in the Bartow Center South. Good food, good sports. By the Vintage Warehouse of Bartow, your furniture and decoration heaven, located at the Public Shopping Center. Carla Meeks Real Estate, on your side from start to finish with experienced realtor services. And by Bartow Ford, we're different, and we prove it. Now, let's head to the stadium and join our broadcast crew for Bartow Yellow Jacket football.
Live from Jack White Stadium on the campus of Clearwater High School, Bartow Yellow Jacket football is on the air. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to week number 1 of the high school football season. Tonight, the Bartow Yellow Jackets square off against the Clearwater Tornadoes, and it is my pleasure to bring back our broadcast team, Bruce Edmond, Andy Edmond, and on the sideline, Mike Ayers. Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Thornburg. We are so excited to get the 2024 campaign underway. Second-year head coach Tyler Eden leading his Jackets over here to Clearwater, to Pinellas County, to take on the Tornadoes. Bruce, Friday night, it's good to be back in football.
It is. We're over in beautiful Clearwater. We're actually looking into the sun right now, so that's tough. And Coach Eden is still leading his team to the ballpark because they are still about 5 minutes away. And we knew with this traffic, we've been enough through Tampa, Brandon, places like that in rush hours to leave early. And we actually got here a lot early, but I'm glad we did because it looks like the traffic has caught up with the school, and we're hoping the kids get here.
Not to mention the Buccaneers are playing tonight as well.
Yeah, everything's kind of piled up. But a beautiful field. Looks like a brand new turf field. If it's not, they keep it spotless. And Mike, you're down on the field. It's not super hot. Got a nice breeze. And tell us all about Clearwater Field.
Yeah, like you just said, that breeze is blowing across the field. It almost feels like you're bringing that fall weather back. I mean, the temperatures dropped a little bit. Field, like you said, is in amazing shape. We were talking about it earlier. Either this field is a fairly new field, or like you said, they have taken very good care of this field because you couldn't ask for a better playing surface. Situations like this, you don't have to worry about all those little divots in the grass. You don't have to worry about if you get a little bit of a rain, it all runs off because they got these drainage systems in these turf fields. So I think we're in for a really good night of football. Beautiful, beautiful facility here. We're just waiting for those Jackets to show up.
And this field here at Clearwater High School, it runs north and south. And as Bruce mentioned, we're in the press box on the home side. We're facing due west. In fact, Bruce, what would you say, 10 miles to the ocean over there, to the Gulf?
Probably.
That's what we're looking at. So the sun is setting behind the visitor stands over there where Mike is. But this field runs east and west, and Mike mentioned that pretty good breeze, so we'll see how it goes. Clearwater is on the field. They are going through their warm-ups, and we're going to keep an eye on one of the Clearwater players and scouting report on him. And number 1, Jalen White, he's already got some Division I prospects and some folks looking at him. And, Bruce, he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, well, watching him through the pregame warm-ups, he's throwing a beautiful ball from 35 yards, a nice little frozen rope right into the end zone on a slant route. So he's got a big cannon, and he's a big boy. You can see that he's got some size and some speed to him. So we'll be anxious to tangle with him a little bit.
Clearwater is a 7-5 team last year. They lost in the regional finals of the state playoffs. They won their first quarterfinal game, lost in the regional semifinals, just like Bartow did last year. So this is shaping to be a really good matchup, and we're excited to see our Yellow Jackets. Disappointed we couldn't see them play last week against Fort Meade, and then they kind of last minute threw a game together with Plant City and Lakeland at the Jamboree over at Bryan Stadium. So Coach is really ready to get this season underway. Andy, welcome to the booth, buddy.
It's good to be here, and like y'all said, this field is beautiful. The coaching staff has helped us out and got us up here in the press box, and we can see everything from up here. It's going to be a nice night.
Bartow kicking off the 2024 campaign tonight over here in Clearwater against the Tornadoes. Next week, Bartow will have their home opener against the Gulf Coast Sharks of Naples. And Bruce, if we look ahead to the schedule here for the Yellow Jackets this season, week number 3, they're in Orlando at Bishop Moore. And then we have 3 home games back at Bartow Memorial Stadium: Haines City, Auburndale, Bloomingdale. Now, Bloomingdale is new to the district this year, so Bloomingdale's a home game. Then we're on the road for 2. We go to Lake Gibson, and then we go to Riverview, which is also a district game, the Riverview game. And then we're home against Durant. That's a district game as well. And then we wrap up the season against the Lake Wales Highlanders. So a new district for Bartow: Durant, Riverview, and Bloomingdale. That's the district that Bartow will compete in this year. But pretty good schedule, Bruce.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on them. I know Durant was always in a fight with Armwood for years. It was them or Armwood, and so we know that in the past they've had a powerhouse football team, and we'll have to kind of keep tabs on them through max preps and things like that to see how good they are. Bloomingdale, that's a suburb of Brandon. And Riverview is Riverview. They've been there a long time, but we'll just keep an eye on them, see how we match up. But basically, it's a pretty tough schedule. Anytime you got Lake Gibson on the schedule, and we always have to face Lake Wales. That's just a staple. That's a staple. That's going to be there. That's the last game of the season, and we don't ever want that to change. And we like to have fun, but we've got a rivalry there, and it can get down and dirty when we want it to.
Oh, over at Legion Field, too. That's always a nice place to play. We can see on the far side of the field the visitor stand starting to fill up with some Yellow Jackets. And good to see the folks traveling all the way over here to Clearwater, braving the traffic to join us here at Jack White Stadium. The 4,200 capacity seat stadium is what they say. It's a big place. It's big.
It's just it's like Lakeland with aluminum bleachers. It's all concrete back underneath us and back behind us. And this booth that we're in, this press box that we're in, is humongous. It's 2 stories. It goes from the 40 to the 40.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big press box. We can all fit, although. We did set up on the left side when they told us to set up on the left side, but that was the wrong left side. And so now we're set up on the right side, which is the left side. And
we corrected.
Do that on Abbott and Costello.
And if you think about this press box, Andy, it's got the slope to it like a Winter Haven press box would.
Yeah,
it's got that sloping. So we got a wonderful view, and we're ready to call this game. I keep looking out the window over here. I'm trying to see the Bartow team pull in, and I haven't seen them yet. And it's just 10 minutes here after 7 o'clock, so we'll keep an eye on that.
It's going to be a late start. Yep. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, because they've got to give Bartow, at least 20, 25 minutes to do their warm-ups. You can't ask those kids to drive. They're probably on the bus 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and then they can't, no matter what age they are, you can't just get off the bus and play. You'll have all kinds of hamstrings and everything else pulled.
So we will continue to watch Clearwater warm up and await the arrival of the Bartow Yellow Jackets. But when we return, Mike, you ready? Got your piece of paper? Everybody's favorite feature. Kicking off a brand new year, the 2024 edition of Stratton Selections.
I was wondering if we were going to do that again.
Oh, we got to do it back by popular demand.
Yeah, Jeff, you won that last year, didn't you?
I wasn't going to mention that, but yeah, I did. When we return, Stratton Selections, you're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
You can win a brand new truck from Kelly Buick GMC and help us support our schools. This is Brandon Wonjo urging you to sign up and help raise money for our school kids and projects. It's the annual $20 truck at Kelly Buick GMC in Bartow.
Hello, Bartow. This is Joe DeCesare with Citrus Air Conditioners, your hometown air conditioning company. If you're looking to replace your old unit, Citrus Air has many units in stock and offers financing. Call us at 534-1171 or look us up online at citrusairinc.com.
For over 50 years, Keith's Spray Service has been serving Polk County with specialized treatment of delicate ornamentals, including rose bushes. Want to learn more about the treatments of ornamentals as well as expert lawn care? Call Keith's Spray Service.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School. We are here at Jack White Stadium, ready to get the ball game underway tonight. The season opener for the Clearwater Tornadoes and the Bartow Yellow Jackets. That's coming up. But first, Stratton Selections, the 2024 edition. And Bruce got a whole full slate of games here. Everybody ready to get this underway?
I imagine. Was anything played last night or anything like that? Did Mulberry squeak through a game on a Thursday night with nobody knowing about it?
They did not.
Okay.
And I expect Coach Peavy to be texting any minute now.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And Bruce, I'm going to start off with you because I know you love this team. The Tenor Rock Titans are in Orlando, I think. Umatilla, right? Umatilla's up in the Orlando area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Tenor Rock is at Umatilla tonight, the Bulldogs.
I loved the field at Umatilla. It was actually woods right behind the visitor section. And let's just say, no, I'm not going to say that. Okay, but there were woods all around the stadium, and it was a really cool place. It was 100 miles to go, and you were playing Umatilla. And we're like, Umatilla? So I'm going with Umatilla tonight. They are a powerhouse that's going to wreck the Titans.
I am agreeing with Bruce. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I'm on board with you guys. That Umatilla team, I mean, I haven't really followed them a whole lot, but what I can gather up on them and playing Tenor Rock, not to take anything against Tenor Rock, but I believe Umatilla is going to roll that one early.
Corn-fed country folks, baby.
Umatilla.
Andy's going. All four of us picking.
You got your cheat sheet down there, Mike?
Listen, I got it stuck in this brain tonight.
Okay. Just checking.
He's working from home now, brother.
Right.
He got it all.
One thing we noticed in the picks tonight is that in addition to Bartow traveling, Mike, hour and a half, 2 hours away from home, a lot of Polk County teams are on the road this week. In fact, our next pick here, the Frostproof Bulldogs. Mike, they went to Jacksonville today to play the Providence School Stallions. So, Mike, what's your crystal ball say about that one?
You know, I tell you, so when you get that far out of the seat, you know, it's hard to follow teams in Florida because we all know how Florida football is. And so how do you go that far? I mean, you just look at a paper, you pick up the newspaper, you look online, you kind of look at their players, this, that, and the other. I see your cheat sheet up there. So, but, you know, let's keep it at home. Frostproof's been pretty tough. Frostproof always has been a pretty decent team. They're pretty strong. So let's stay at home and pick Frostproof on that one.
Mike's going with the Bulldogs. Andy, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
I'm agreeing with Mike there on the field. I'm picking Frostproof.
Yeah, I think I will too because I don't know nothing about this team. I'd rather, which I don't know anything about anybody anyway. So I'm just going to guess.
That's a long ways on a bus and then have to play a football game.
Yeah, you're right.
Next up, Lakeland Christian. The Vikings are on the road. They're going up to Winter Garden to take on the Foundation Academy Lions. I cannot pick against Lakeland Christian.
No, but, you know, they had a pretty rocky season last year. They were left and right, up and down. They were everywhere. But I just believe in Danny Williams and Coach Barry, Big John O'Neill, and all that coaching staff. And I know they had some good players coming back. They got some big recruits. Barry's son, Trey, is a senior this year, and he's one in line that could be close to, all-state Mr. Florida type guy. He's that good of a player. So I'm going with Lakeland Christian as always.
Michael?
I'm going to stay there, too, Lakeland Christian, because, you know, like you said, they're up and down. They're kind of left and right. But one thing, they've always been pretty solid when it comes down to the heat of the battle.
What do you think, Andy?
Lakeland Christian.
Lakeland Christian. Everybody riding the Lakeland Christian Vikings tonight. You're listening to Stratton Selections here on WBF pregame show between the Clearwater Tornadoes and the Bartow Yellow Jackets as we continue to make some picks around Polk County. Another team that's on the road this week, and that is the Discovery Spartans from Lake Alfred. Now, just a little heads up, Discovery defeated Lake Gibson last week in the Kickoff Classic. Okay, just want to get that out there. But Discovery, Andy, they're on the road to Titusville to play the Astronaut War Eagles. Ooh. What do you think, Andy?
There we go with that bus trip again. I don't know. I'm going to have to go with Titusville. I'm
going to go with Andy on that. Titusville's always got a top-notch team. Whedon's Beauville, the former Bartow state champion basketball player, he's a basketball coach over at Discovery. And this year, I think they're cranking back up for the first time. The football's been gone for a couple of years. So I'm going with Titusville, and I'll go with Beauville and basketball all day long.
I'm taking Astronaut. Mike?
Titusville.
Everybody's on the War Eagles. All right, next up, Victory Christian is home tonight. Victory Christian Academy is taking on the visiting team that Bartow's played last year, the Golden Gate Titans from Naples. So Naples has a big road trip up to Polk County this week. Victory Christian, always a powerhouse, always. But the last couple of years, they've been kind of a little rocky. I'm going to stick with the home team, Victory Christian.
Well, I think they cost me the season last year because, you were a Victory Christian bandwagon guy, and they kept winning every time I picked them. They lose, but I'm gonna go Victory.
Mike,
that's going to be a tough one because when Bartow went down and played Golden Gate down in their area, they were a pretty stout team.
Yeah,
they were pretty stout, but not taking anything against Victory. It's going to be a toss up there, but I guess I'll stay home and go Victory on that one. But that's if it's not a blowout, it's going to be super close.
Andy, what do you think?
I'm going with Naples because they played us tough.
Andy's going off the board, brother.
Andy's going to be in first place.
Okay, that don't mean last place.
Hey, there ain't but one winner, and the rest are all losers. So you got a shot.
All righty. Next up here on our Stratton Selections, the Spoto Spartans of Riverview visit the Davenport Broncos. Mike, I'm going to let you start that one.
Jeez, let's go Spoto.
Spoto for Mike.
I did a baseball game in Spoto probably 15 years ago or whatever, and I like Spoto. And I'm going to go with Spoto.
I will as well. I'm all down on the Spartans. What do you think, Andy?
Oh, Spoto.
Andy, all four of us picking Spoto on that one. Next up, the Auburndale Bloodhounds are home. They're at Bruce Canova Stadium tonight to take on Ambassadors Christian Academy. That's a school from Winter Haven. So a little crosstown rivalry there. But, gosh, Auburndale, right, everybody?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Next up, the Haines City Hornets, who will visit Bartow a little later on in the year. Haines City is on the road to play Zephyr Hills Christian Academy. Haines City beat Bartow last year in that Dust Bowl of that field, which was just...
That was a terrible field.
Yeah.
So what do we think about this one, Andy? Haines City or Zephyr Hills Christian Academy?
I'll go with Haines City.
Mike?
They're probably playing on a better field.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go Haines City on this. I'm going Zephyr Hills because Zephyr Hills has been producing some stuff here lately, and I think I'm just going to go Zephyr Hills on that one.
And Haines City had a breakout year last year. Haines City's always, until we went and played at that field, I was always a big bandwagon Haines City guy, but no more. So whoever they're playing, that's who I'm going with.
Zephyr Hills for both Bruce and Zephyr Hills for Jeff. All right, next up. You going to stand up for this one? George Jenkins Eagles are visiting the Lake Region Thunder tonight.
Am I allowed to comment?
You can pick either George Jenkins or Lake Region.
I got the pregame talking to by Tom and during softball season. I love you, Tom. Who are they playing?
Lake Region is playing George Jenkins.
Oh, my goodness.
In Eagle Lake tonight.
Lake Region is they are going to pounce like nobody's ever pounced in their life.
Mike, what do you think?
I got to go GJ.
Oh, traitor.
Andy?
I'm going Lake Region.
Andy's going Lake Region. I'll pick Lake Region as well. I'm going with the Thunder.
We got 3 good guys and 1 traitor down here, but he's driving, so we got to give him. He's all right.
Got to give him credit for that because he did a good job driving over
Yes,
here.
he did.
Yes, he did. Next up, here on our Stratton selections on the pregame show here for the Yellow Jackets, the Durant Cougars, a team that is now in Bartow's district. Bruce was talking about them a minute ago. They are in Lake Gibson tonight to take on the Braves. And, Bruce, I was drinking the Kool-Aid you were talking about earlier with Durant. I'm going to pick the Cougars. I'll start it off.
Yeah, especially when you said that Didn't Discovery beat Lake Gibson last week?
In the kickoff class.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Durant unless Lake Gibson sat their entire squad.
What do you think, Andy?
I'm going to go with Durant because Bruce was talking about they were a powerhouse with Armwood and they're always going back and forth. So I'm going with them tonight.
Michael?
So Durant, just a little bit. I think we talked about this earlier. I believe that's where Fort Meade's old head coach, Coach Jamel Cornelius, I believe that's where his son is playing at in Durant.
Yeah.
And, we saw Jamel do some good things down in Fort Meade, and then now he's over there. I don't think he's coaching in Durant, but I think Durant's going to take that one.
There we go. All 4 of us picking the Cougars. Up next, Mike knows about this here. We're talking about the Hardy Wildcats and the Fort Meade Miners. And they're in Fort Meade tonight to take on the Miners. There, what do you think, Mike?
So, we've always said it. Fort Meade and Hardy's always played a good game. That's the rivalry. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I can say right now about Fort Meade is Fort Meade has got a new head coach this year, Maurice Russell. So I don't know. I haven't been down to any of their practices or not. I'm not for sure what Maurice is going to do with that program. I know they kind of were in a rebuilding situation. But just because we're here at home, because we're over here in Clearwater and Hardy's going to Fort Meade, I'm probably going to take this one on the chin, but I'm going to pick Fort Meade.
What do you think, Bruce?
I think right now Fort Meade's a train wreck. And I think with Cornelius being gone and the new coaching staff coming in, as much as I love one of the cheerleaders, I am going to go with Hardy all day.
I'm picking Hardy as well.
Andy's going with Hardy.
All righty. A couple more games here to pick tonight on Stratton's selections. And as we continue to notice, a couple more coaching staff members have arrived here for the Yellow Jackets. But still, Mike, I see no bus.
No bus, gentlemen, no bus.
So we're still awaiting the Yellow Jackets' arrival here at the field. So we will continue with our Stratton selections. 4 more games to pick. Here you go, Bruce. The Avon Park Red Devils are at the Mulberry Panthers to kick off the year. I will begin. I will go first. I'm going to say Mulberry.
Get out of this room?
Bruce wants to flee. What do you think, Andy?
It's not Mulberry. I'm going with Avon Park.
Andy's picking Avon Park. Mike?
Sorry about that, Coach, if you're listening.
Come on, guys. Coach, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to stay in town. Let's do Mulberry.
That's what I did. I did Mulberry.
Listen, Mulberry had a once-in-a-century season last year where they actually won more than a game. And so I'm going Avon Park. I mean, that new field can only stand up for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they got a new field down there?
Oh, man, they had the turf field last year. That's why they were winning.
Next up, Ridge Community. Coach Tate, right? Coach Tate taking on the Kathleen Red Devils over at Johnny Johnson Stadium tonight. I don't know much about either one to report on this one. So
I will say something.
Go ahead. 2
Hammond Eggers. They used to be really good teams. Coach Tate bolted on us and bolted back to the bolts where he always runs and hides. And then they find a reason to fire him and he goes somewhere else. Who's the other team? Kathleen. Always been a powerhouse, and they couldn't beat Mulberry last year. So I'm going with Kathleen.
Bruce is picking the home team, the Red Devils, tonight. Mike, what do you think?
Kathleen.
Mike's picking Kathleen. Andy?
I'm going to go with Ridge.
Andy's picking Ridge?
Neither team had a winning record last year.
I'm going with Andy. Yeah, you're right. So there you go. We split that one. All right, 2 more to go. Another Polk County team that did a lot of traveling today was the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. They're in Miami to take on the Central Rockets. The Central Rockets. Lakeland played Plant City and Bartow in the Jamboree last week in the Kickoff Jamboree Classic. Lakeland looked pretty good, according to Coach Eden. So I don't know. What do you think, Bruce?
Well, one thing that I have gotten over the last year is a ton of respect for Coach Eden. I mean, I like that guy. I really like him, and I really want to meet him. I still haven't met him, and you know, you cats have met him and had chances to talk with him. And if he says they're that good, I'm going with Lakeland.
I'm picking the Dreadnoughts as well. Mike.
You know, the only thing about the Dreadnoughts, when you get down in that South Florida, that Miami area, they have so many schools, and they have so much talent to pull from. You don't know which school that talent's actually going to land up at.
Yep.
You know, we all seen the days back when Coach Castle was at Lakeland. You never knew where those kids were. It wasn't just right there around Lakeland. If there was somebody at Kathleen that he wanted, guess where they played? You know, so I think there could be some of that going on down in Miami. You talk about the travel. That's a long bus ride down there, whether they left yesterday or they left today, this morning or something. That's going to wear on you a little bit. It should be a great game, especially if, like what you guys said, Coach Eden said about Lakeland. But that's going to be tough. It should be a pretty good game down there. But we'll stay at home and we'll pick Lakeland.
All righty. Mike picking the Dreadnoughts. What do you think, Andy?
I will go with Lakeland.
Everybody.
They're a powerhouse, and
I didn't think they were. When we played them, once or twice last year, and I didn't think they were good enough to win
a state championship.
State championship, especially the first time we played them. And once again, it shows how much Coach Eden got them to buy into to his program. Here comes the teams, and
Coach Eden's the first one off the bus.
So we got buses.
We got buses.
Nice.
Bartow has arrived at the stadium.
I lost my train of thought.
One more pick, and this is the Lake Wales Highlanders. They get to visit Winter Haven tonight. First official game on the new turf in Winter Haven. So Lake Wales at Winter Haven. I'll go first. I wonder who I'm going to. I'll pick Lake Wales.
I got to agree with you, Jeff, because I didn't – with the people that Lake Wales graduated the year before last after winning the state, I didn't think they could beat anybody, and they had another great season last year, and I don't look at them slowing down. I'm going Lake Wales.
Andy.
I got to agree with Lake Wales is going to get the job done tonight.
Michael.
Lake Wales.
Everybody picking the Highlanders tonight. There you go. That is Stratton Selections, week number 1. Our picks. How do you think we did? A lot of people screaming at their radios right now.
I should be in first place by the end of it.
Definitely one of the two.
We are noticing the Yellow Jackets getting off the bus. They are heading into the locker room. They got the pads in their hands. Look like they're going to be wearing the white jerseys tonight with the white pants and the orange numerals as they head on into the locker room, and we'll continue to follow that progress. When we return, we're going to have some pregame comments with Yellow Jacket head coach Tyler Eden kicking off his sophomore campaign here at Bartow High School. So when we return, Coach Tyler Eden. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF. Well, we are once again happy to be joined by Coach Tyler Eden of our Yellow Jackets getting ready for tonight's game with Clearwater. Coach, first of all, welcome back. Year number 2 at Bartow. How's it feeling?
It feels great. I'm really excited. I mean, obviously, going into year 2, you have more perspective. Just a lot of great things going on here. So just super excited about the football team, about the direction of the culture, about the direction of the program, and just, really excited to get back out on there on the turf tonight against Clearwater.
Can you kind of recap for our listeners, our fans, how'd the spring go? And I know you didn't quite have the kickoff classic game you wanted last week before me bowing out, things like that. But overall, how was the spring and then fall practice?
Spring was great. I mean, spring was really special. We had our new offensive coordinator, Coach Jonathan Chai, come in. And of course, Coach Jamal Johnson taking over as defensive coordinator. And just great spring. Best spring I've ever been a part of. I thought our practices were super efficient. I was really pleased with our offensive progression, and obviously defense returning a lot of talent and had an amazing year last year. So overall, just great spring. Obviously capped off with a 62-0 win. I thought everything was great in that game. And summertime, I thought we did really well. I thought our guys were good with attendance. We brought on Coach Grady Morrell, who was the defensive coordinator and head strength coach at Victory Christian for about 4 or 5 years over there. Now he's over with us, coaching linebackers, coordinating the special teams, and running the weight room. He did a great job of getting these guys bigger, faster, stronger, and Kickoff Classic was a weird deal. I mean, obviously we were ready for Fort Meade, big rivalry game, and a game's a game and scrimmage is a scrimmage. But we just got to execute. We had a lot of plays that were right there to be made, and I thought we did a lot of good. But at the end of the day, you just got to execute when it's most important. And so that's something that we've really tried to work to clean up here this week, and I'm excited to get back out and go after it this Friday.
You mentioned some new staff. What does that put you in a position to do more as a head coach?
Well, it's just beautiful. I mean, we get just opportunity to be able to, well, first off, I mean, I got to say, it's incredible. We have 6 JV coaches. So if you can hear in the background, we're watching our JV scrimmage right now, each other. They were doing an inter squad. And we have 6 JV coaches. That's, that's more than most Polk County varsity staffs. We have 12 or 14. It might be missed. I think we have 14 varsity coaches, 2 offensive line coaches, 2 linebacker coaches. Just a plethora of wealth and experience in terms of the staff. So, I mean, I'm blessed. And what it allows me to do is allows me to focus a lot more on culture, about our guys, not so much about what we do, offensively, defensively, special teams. I've entrusted that to guys, and I work closely with them on that. But now my focus is on how we do it, because I truly believe that scheme is important, but without culture, it doesn't matter what you run, you're not going to be very good. So it's just allowed me to focus a lot more on that, and so hopefully we see a very positive result from that this season.
Had a number of changes on the field as far as your Yellow Jackets on the field there. We had some people that transferred out, some people transferred in. Can you tell our fans, what does the 24 squad look like in terms of new people or some folks we might be familiar with?
Yeah, well, so Blake Johnson, who transferred in last year midseason, he's won the starting job at quarterback. He had a really great kickoff classic, had some touchdowns that we should have had that were dropped, and our guys have refocused and they're ready. And, trying to think, Avis Brown Jr., who transferred in from Orlando, he's our running back. He's about 6 foot, 200 pounds, Division I kid, really good kid, good player. And then defensively, Josiah Battle, who transferred in from Kathleen. He's starting in our secondary. Super excited about that. And but just overall, I mean, I think one of the other things, though, that's nice about our team is we have a lot of continuity. This team that we had in the spring is the team that we have in the fall, and that. So I'm excited about that as well. That we've got guys that know what we're doing, know our systems, know our culture, and they're improving at it every day. And I'm super impressed. We got some young guys like LaMelo Harden. He's a freshman on the D-line. He will play significant minutes as a freshman on varsity. So I'm super excited about his just trajectory and his future. But overall, just the program. We've got a lot of really talented guys and really starting to develop a really good culture.
Have you had a chance to take a look at Clearwater, tonight's opponent, what they offer and how they're going to look?
Yeah, I have. I mean, they got a really talented quarterback. I mean, he's very good. He's a dual-threat guy. He can make plays outside the pocket with his legs. He can also throw the ball. I mean, and they try to get downfield and stretch it vertically. They got a really good offensive tackle who's, I believe, he's a Georgia commit or Alabama, one of the two, but he's super talented. Kid, he plays both ways. I think this is a very good team, well coached by Thor. He's as good as they get. I mean, 7-5 program, second round playoff team, just like us. 7A program, so big school. I think this is a huge challenge for us, but I'm really excited about it, and I think it gives us a great opportunity to see a quality opponent game one.
Yeah, this is a heck of a way to kick off the season. A nice long road trip over to Clearwater here and to play a 7-5 playoff team like you mentioned. But that's what you kind of want to do.
Yeah. I mean, you see it in the Kickoff Classic, right? Like we took on the 2-time defending state championship Lakeland team, who I think, quite frankly, they look better this year than they did last year. That's a big statement, but I have no doubt. I mean, the talent that they've managed to collect over there is impressive. Plant City, I think, is no slouch. Plant City is going to be a very good team this year. I could see them easily winning, I could easily just scored a touchdown. It was a beautiful throw by our quarterback, beautiful catch on the JV scrimmage. But I could easily see Plant City being an 8-9 win team. I mean, I think they got a heck of a quarterback, Chris Denson, who's a 3-star player, committed to Coastal Carolina. They got some talent over there. So, I mean, we faced 2 good opponents. So, I think in a way it's good that we got to see that, and, hopefully that helps us to be ready for tonight. But, we know where our goal is. We want to be the best program in Polk County, the best program in Central Florida, and the best program in the state of Florida. And so in order to do that, you got to compete, you got to get better, you got to see guys that are good. And so I think it's a great challenge for us to get better and improve and hopefully get a big win and move on and learn from it as well.
I know in the kickoff classic, it was, the jamboree with Lakeland and Plant City, I know it was called back, but boy, it was nice to see Murray sprint down the field for a touchdown. I know it was called back, but it looked great.
Yeah, we had two. I mean, Murray obviously is a heck of a player, committed to Central Michigan FBS program, just doing a great job, great leadership qualities. But yeah, it was really nice. I mean, I think that's something he's really worked hard on, is just overall just continuing to improve his speed, and boy, he looked so good on that. I mean, nobody was catching him. I don't care who you were. And then Messiah Borders, who's a sophomore who's going to start at corner for us. I mean, he took one back to the about 5-yard line against Lakeland, and that was their first kickoff. So I mean, I thought there was a lot of good in that, and super impressed with those guys. And special teams has been a huge focus for us. Like I said, Grady Morrell, former defensive coordinator, former head coach, college coach. He's the coordinator for the special teams, so he's doing a great job, and we focus a lot on that in practice. So I was happy to see that our special teams from A through Z, I mean, I thought it was really good, really clean.
And just some personal changes in you. This year you're sporting a beard, which is pretty nice. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Your second child is on the way?
Yes, sir. Yep, a little baby girl.
You already know?
Yep, we do. Yep. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
oh, okay.
My wife wanted me to tell everybody that. But yeah, a little baby girl, so we're super excited about that. And, couldn't be more excited, couldn't be happier. She's due in February, so.
That's great.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Coach. As always, we appreciate the time. Good luck. Go Jackets.
Thank you. Yep. Go Jackets.
Stand by. Bartow versus Clearwater. Kickoff is next. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hi, it's Erin with Evolve Contracting. While there's no shortage of landscape and irrigation companies, you deserve the option that's the best fit for you. At Evolve, we offer 3D imaging and an irrigation program that saves you water, time, and money. Call us at 863-537-7537.
Getting tired of your furniture and decor? I'm Mindy Moo with the Vintage Warehouse in Bartow. We've been perfecting our craft for over 13 years to create a special place for you to shop and find high-quality pieces for your home. Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza.
35 amazing years. Hey, that's us here at Spath Jewelers. We offer services such as beautiful custom work that's sure to wow, repairs, complimentary cleaning, appraisals, watch repairs, financing. What more do you need? We're here Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, and Saturdays from 10 to 5.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School, getting ready for tonight's Week 1 opener between the Clearwater Tornadoes and the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets a little late arriving. They are now on the field going through their pregame warm-ups, dressed in all white jerseys, white pants, the orange helmets, and they are in the north end zone right now going through their drills. Coach Tyler Eden out there at the 10-yard line barking out commands and getting his team ready to go. Bruce Murray led them on the field tonight.
Yeah, and rightfully so. You know, this is his third year going to be a stud. He's been a stud for us ever since he was a sophomore, and we remember talking about him when he actually had the shoes going on, and he was a standout right from the beginning, and we look for big things out of him, and a lot of colleges looking at him, a lot of colleges looking at Hampton. It's been a really cool off season. I follow Coach Eden and the Bartow Yellow Jackets on Twitter, so I get to see a lot of things where they're getting recruited and stuff like that. And a lot of that comes from the head coach, guys. Recruiters aren't just coming in. You get the word out there that you got some good kids, and you're going to have some big-time coaches come in. And I think Eden is that kind of guy, and just one more notch in his belt of impressiveness.
And Mike, you're writing down there on the 20-yard line on the sideline there of the Jackets. We see quarterback number 8. That's Blake Johnson. He's going through his warm-ups and throwing the ball down the field, looking pretty good. Absolutely, guys. I mean, they, like you said, they came in a little bit late. You can hear the coaches saying, "Hey, we got to get hot quick," and but don't overdo it. So they're, you see them going through their warm-ups now. A pretty impressive squad you see that Bartow's brought in, Jeff. I know you've been down to the field for some of their practices and stuff, and it's nice to see this many kids come out. It's nice to see this many kids stay at Bartow when there's so many options that, you can go to all these other schools with these academies and stuff and play ball. But it's great to see these guys just stick it out with Coach Eden and this coaching staff that's here, and then bringing on these new coaches that they've brought on, just to make this program grow. I know Coach Eden has a lot of things in his back pocket that he's working on, not only with just this program but with Bartow in general. So, it's very interesting to see what else can Coach Tyler bring to this community and bring to these players.
One more thing. I'm anxious to see, for probably the last, 20 years as a coach or a radio announcer or a fan, last year was the best defensive line we've ever had, period.
Yes.
From left to right. And all those guys are gone. So you got to rebuild that. Now, we know we got some linebackers that are coming back, and Coach Eden mentioned we got one pretty good defensive lineman, things like that. But they were our bread and butter guys, and so they got some big shoes to fill, and I hope they if they're half as good as the team was, the line was last year, it's going to be a pretty good defensive line.
And one of those defensive studs was Mr. Bird.
Yeah.
Quavion Bird, who's now a Chippewa up at Central Michigan. So we wish him the best as he begins his college career up there. We just noticed Coach Eden was talking with the referees, probably the referees inquiring how much time you need, and Coach Eden describing, the situation as they still go through their warm-ups. Just a little behind schedule here getting this ball game underway. Probably they had some big, heavy rain in the Tampa area, and that might have slowed the buses down. And just general traffic in Tampa, we all kind of relate. It's not a good thing sometimes. So
traffic was probably terrible because you got people trying to get to the Buck Stadium now, too.
Yeah.
Buccaneers are playing the Dolphins tonight, the final preseason game for both squads as well. So we'll continue with our pregame show here as the Yellow Jackets going through their warm-up. And we'll be back to talk more about tonight's matchup between the Clearwater Tornadoes and the Bartow Yellow Jackets. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hi, I'm Benny Jr. with Bartow Ford. We have the largest body shop in Polk County and the most certified technicians. If your vehicle has damage and in need of repair, tell your insurance company that you want to bring it to Bartow Ford, where we're different and we prove it.
Hi, this is Carla Meeks, a Bartow High alumni, and here's to a great season. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, call me at Meeks Real Estate, 863-604-9287. Remember, I am not just a realtor, but your realtor.
Your Bartow Beef O'Brady's in the Bartow Center South is your headquarters for good food and good sports. With something for everyone on the menu, your Bartow Beefs is perfect for the family, an office lunch, or to feed the team after a big win. Beefs, where game time meets family time.
Welcome back to Jack White Stadium here on the campus of Clearwater High School, along with Mike Ayers roaming down there on the Yellow Jackets sideline. You got Bruce and Andy Edmond. I'm Jeff Thornburg here, and ready to get you the opening game of the 2024 campaign between the Tornadoes and the Yellow Jackets. We do have one final that was played last night. I didn't make y'all pick this game from last night.
Well, you told me there wasn't a game last night.
Why do I make you pick it? Ocala Christian, the Crusaders, defeated the Christian school from Winter Haven, Oasis Christian, the Lions, 64-12.
Imagine that.
So I didn't make you pick that game. But we do have a quick scoreboard update. Fort Meade in front, 7-0 over Hardee in the first quarter.
How'd that happen?
I tell you, that's just one of those things that, first-year coach. I mean, we saw it with Coach Eden when Coach Eden came into Bartow. I mean, Coach Eden had I'm not going to say he had a lot more quality in Bartow than what Fort Meade has had in the past, but they're in that rebuilding process, and I don't know. Maybe they got it together more than what we think they do. Like I said, I haven't had the opportunity to go down and watch those guys practice either. And like you mentioned, Bruce, it's just kind of a mess down there right now. Maybe that's a front for those guys. I don't know. Maybe they've got something tucked away in their back pocket that they're not letting everybody know. I don't know.
Quick shout out to our good buddy Mitch Murphy. He's listening, and when I mentioned that the last year was the best defensive line, he's like, whoa, hold on a minute, guy. And so the 96 football team, Danny Smith, who I will know anytime I see him, he coached a pretty good team that year too. But I did not see that team personally, Mitch. And also David Music chiming in with all sorts of stats and everything. But we're not going to pay any attention right now because I'm still trying to cool off.
The Tornadoes have taken the field. Bartow is on their sideline. We're getting very close to getting this ball game underway. And before we do, a quick little moment here. We want to recognize Mr. Fred Bodie. Mr. Fred Bodie passed away last Saturday, August 17th. If you knew Fred Bodie, you knew him as a huge Yellow Jacket supporter. He was at virtually every ball game, every football game. He was a Bartow backer and booster all the way. And you know his son John, who does our basketball. So we just want to best wishes, our little love to the Bodie family.
Well, all three sons, three great sons. He raised a great family. I think they're playing the national anthem, but I can't hear it. So there they go.
And we apologize for stepping on the Clearwater marching band in their rendition of the national anthem. We apologize for that.
Yes, but, we couldn't hear. But just our hearts and prayers go out to the entire Bodie family and just a great bunch of people. Pat Pittman is saying hello, and the Bucks are leading the Dolphins 7-0. Coach Peavy wants to know who Mulberry's playing. It doesn't matter.
Coach, they're playing Avon Park.
Neil Duncan says he's got all the money down on the Knolls tomorrow. I'm going on the under with their new quarterback on 243 yards passing.
Georgia Tech tomorrow in Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I'm just telling Neil what I'm betting, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And Daniel Pate. Listening from Greenleaf. So our old buddy Daniel Pate, he and Becky, and they're listening, and always glad people are listening. It makes a difference.
We appreciate it. I was looking at the Clearwater Tornadoes. Bruce, white pants, red or crimson tops, and the numbers are gray.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, no outline on the numbers. We are going to have a difficult time. We apologize getting the Clearwater numbers, the uniforms, a little not on the announcer-friendly side. Yellow Jackets all in white. White pants, white jerseys, the traditional orange helmets, and the orange numerals. And the captains are meeting at midfield right now.
Yeah, that sun's almost down. It's blinding right now.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. But when it does go down, that's when those numbers are going to really look bad.
Yeah.
This is the stadium here. The field runs north and south. We are on the home side, which faces west, so we're looking kind of at the Gulf of Mexico, if you can imagine that. So the sun is setting behind the visitor stand. Mike, who won the toss?
You know, guys, I didn't go to the field, out to the midfield this afternoon, but it looks like we'll figure it out here in a second when they make the call.
I didn't catch it either.
Yeah, I missed it.
You're not in mid-season form yet. It's okay. You drove. It's all a good day.
Clearwater will receive. So we'll get to see that Yellow Jacket defense on the field first tonight. Well, we are excited to get the 2024 high school football season underway tonight. The Clearwater Tornadoes hosting the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Thank you so much for tuning us in, for listening. I'm Jeff. That's Bruce. There's Andy. Mike's down there. We got Kim and Elizabeth with us as well, our chaperones for tonight, so we are ready to play some football.
Had a really good dinner. Appreciate Jeff for the dinner. A good choice by Mike and Elizabeth and Kimmy. She came for the first time, and she didn't come at all last year. So we're happy she's here with us tonight.
That dinner was delicious.
I'm just glad we had a vehicle big enough that we could all six crab up in there and still go and eat and just get fat and just relax and just had something big enough to get us all here.
That's why you guys rock.
It was a very, very comfortable ride. We're ready to get the kickoff here. Lake Wales up 7-0 over Winter Haven. Real quick, a scoreboard update for you before we get underway. So Lake Wales 7, Winter Haven nothing. All righty. New kicker this year for the Yellow Jackets. And we're also going to kind of struggle with Bartow's numbers tonight as well. We got a roster, but we're not quite 100% sure on some of the number changes with new uniforms this year, so we will do our best, so you will please excuse us. The kicker says...
You're welcome to call Tom at the station and get on to us about anything. Sorry, Tom. It's first game. I got to have some fun here.
The kicker's number 33, and I believe we're going to call him Caden Curtin.
Okay.
Here's the kick. Down the field it goes. It's going to be taken by Clearwater at the 15-yard line, 20, and knocked out of bounds just past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
And guess who, number 3, first one to get his hands on him, drove him out of bounds, Murray.
That'd be Murray.
So Murray's probably going to be playing that strong safety spot.
He's going to be busy.
Oh, we got a big old 98 again. Size-wise, he matches up with our
Quavion
Bird.
So the Tornadoes will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line, just underway, and quarterback wears number 1, Jalen White.
Okay.
They list him as a junior, 6'1", 185 pounds.
Looks like they're in man coverage, guys, right away.
The Tornadoes are going to start off with 2 wide receivers on the far right side of the formation. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He optioned it, and he kept it across the 30, 33, knocked out of bounds near the 34-yard line.
Those numbers are not going to show up after dark.
Yeah, that was number 21 on the tackle, which we don't have coming from the safety spot.
Second down here for the Tornadoes. 2nd and 5 from their own 34-yard line.
You could actually call
empty
this
backfield.
4 linebackers, but it looks more
one man in motion.
Coverage.
White drops back in the pocket. He wants to throw. Looking downfield. Now he's under some pressure. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Jackets had well defended that one.
Boy, they could have been in big trouble. They were in man coverage, and the free safety got caught off balance, and he had a guy wide open down the field.
3rd and 5 now for the Tornadoes from their own 34-yard line. If you're just joining us, we're just underway, a little bit of a delay. So we're in the first quarter, 11:36 to play, and this is the opening drive here for the Tornadoes. 3rd and 5 from their own 34-yard line. Again, empty backfield for the quarterback, White. Where's number 1?
5 receivers.
Here's the snap. Drops straight back, looking, throws it way downfield, and he's going to throw this one over the head, and looked like Bartow might have shoved the player out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Hampton gave him
and there is going to be some flags on the play.
That's going to cost them.
Yeah, they threw a couple of them. Mike, did you bring yours?
No, I didn't bring mine, guys, but I did think about it a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, maybe I ought to just go ahead and jump on that Amazon and order me some of those things. Just drop them here and there,
Well, if you don't, I'm going to stuff some. I'm going to get some from Amazon and stuff them in your pockets.
But, guys, something that, you just saw that quarterback go for the deep pass. I was watching them in warm-ups, and that was one thing they were doing a lot of. You were watching that quarterback throw them to the corners and watching him throw it and leading his receivers, just like he should be doing. And he was pretty much well spot on with that stuff. So we're going to have to make definitely sure that when those receivers are in that, in that pattern, that we're going to have to be on those guys and on them tight.
Could have been why Hampton pushed him. Better 15 yards and a touchdown. There he goes again. Wide open.
Same play. And he's got it at the 10-yard line. White connects all the way downfield to the 10. First and goal.
You cannot play that close to the line of scrimmage without putting a body on them, guys. You can't be 4 yards off. If you're going to be in that kind of coverage, you've got to give them some room. You got to keep them inside, and he just blew right by Hampton. He never had a chance.
They're going to spot it all the way down at the 8-yard line. Gooden on the reception from White. 1st and goal for the Tornadoes. Here's that first running play, and it's going to be a handoff, and they run into that big number 98. Our new number 98 clogged the middle there, Bruce. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but we'll be interested in finding out because he is a load of beef. And, we got to watch Bird for 4 years. And
got spoiled.
Yeah. Well, he's picking right up where 98 left off last year.
There's a tradition wearing that number.
Yes.
2nd down and goal for the Tornadoes at the Yellow Jacket 8-yard line. Tornadoes looking at the sideline, getting the call from the coaching staff. Clock runs at 10:36 to play in the first quarter. No score. This is the opening drive of the ball game. I formation. Now White will move the running back up. Put one man in motion, and they flip it to him, a little shovel pass. Tries to turn the corner. He's going nowhere. That's Stanley. Stanley wraps him up on the end.
He stood him up and spun him backwards, and then number 7 comes in to finish it up. Great job by Stanley.
You saw the motion by Bartow that time. They were reading that all the way, and just about the time that ball was snapped, he was already coming across the line.
Yeah, number 43, the defensive end, he got blocked in the back, if you saw that, Mike, and got pushed in, or he would have probably been the first one to make contact.
They lost about 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from the 11-yard line. White again in the little shotgun. Now he wants to throw. Looking, across the middle. It's going to be...
Great job by Hampton.
Did he catch it? No, incomplete. Hampton. Nice call, Bruce. Hampton stuck his arm in there and blocked the pass.
Yeah, it was beautiful time. And, Mike, I'm sure you had a really good view of that where he did have his arm across the back, but he didn't turn him.
Right,
got
exactly.
that hand in and knocked that ball down.
Yeah, but you couldn't ask for a better pass there. I mean, that was right where it needed to be. I mean, the only person who was going to catch that was his receiver.
Yeah.
So that's going to set up a field goal opportunity here for the Tornadoes. The kicker, McClare, will come on. Evan McClare sets the ball down. Oh, the snap is bobbled. The kicker's got it. He's throwing it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Okay, but Bartow get it on downs.
Bruce, I didn't see if the snap was good. It was just the
No, it was a low snap.
It was a low snap, and he couldn't hold on to it.
So
First game jitters.
The big pass play will yield no points for the Tornadoes. Bartow will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Great job by the defense holding serve right there.
Today, it's more important than ever to have a banking relationship you can truly count on. At Citizens Bank and Trust, we have a long-standing history of looking out for your future. We're local bankers here for you and your family and your business. Over a century and counting. Citizens Bank and Trust, proud to be your bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Bruce, they spot the ball at the 11. I guess that's where the play started, so it's not on the 20. Handoff from Johnson, and that's going to be the new running back trying to turn the corner, and he is swarmed over in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Brown that they handed off to, but the linebacker scraped the line of scrimmage beautifully, and he had nowhere to turn up the field. That was just great penetration and great linebacker play there.
It's going to be 2nd down now, all the way back to the 4-yard line. They need to get it to the 21 for a first. So 2nd down here for the Yellow Jackets, need about 17. Here's the snap. Johnson, handoff. Oh, we got whistles to stop the play here.
Trying to figure out. It looked like
dead ball offsides against the Tornadoes.
Take it.
Bartow had trips to the left side, and they're playing a cover 2 zone. Linebacker is cheated out, but you still got the slot receiver. If he throws a quick pass right there.
You got a man uncovered out here, guys.
2nd down. Johnson with the snap. He'll hand off. This is Brown again. Brown will struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Mike. That slot receiver, they're playing a zone, so they're playing area. And if this guy just turns around and our quarterback Johnson fires it to him, he's probably got a good open field.
Yeah, that's a good 5-10 yards.
Now the Jackets will go empty backfield. 5 receivers in the pattern on a 3rd down and 11. Blake Johnson, the quarterback, calls for the ball. He's got it. Quarterback draw. Right at the middle goes Johnson. The big man rumbles, and he stumbles at the 20-yard line, about a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it. But depending on, they're going to spot it at the 20. You got to punt this, I would think.
Look at this. The Jackets gambling already.
Oh, my goodness.
4th and 1. Jackets have the offense on the field at their own 20-yard line.
Get them to jump.
And they got the Tornadoes to jump.
He did that, 2 or 3 times a game last year.
Yeah.
So a free 1st down for Bartow. Digging their way out of their own 11-yard line now with a 25. 1st and 10, Bartow. First game jitters on both sides. Johnson now in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Handoff, Brown. Brown's wrapped up in the backfield and slung down for a 2-yard loss.
Well, the defensive ends are getting really good penetration right there, Mike. I don't know. I didn't see if he just buzzed right by the tackle or whatever, but He was almost on him as he got the football.
Yeah, it's like he's just getting up underneath him and moving him right out of the way, and he's just coming in unblocked.
2nd and 12 here for the Yellow Jackets at their own 23-yard line.
Got a blitz coming.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Here come the Tornadoes. Johnson will sling it downfield, some contact, and over the head.
He's all over.
There
He had him. He had him by the shoulder.
Yeah, they had a linebacker blitz, and he was coming way from the outside, and he had a bead on Johnson. Johnson had to let go of that probably a half second sooner than he wanted to. But they should get 15 out of this.
Pass interference against the Tornadoes. I think that's what the call is going to be. Hey, big shout-out to all the Jacket fans over there on the visitor side who made the trip over from Bartow to Clearwater tonight. We see them all out there. They have pretty good representation over there, Bruce.
Bartow always travels good, and this Coach Eden and our cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders are here.
State champion cheerleaders here again. They finished 2nd in the nation last year. Then Coach Jolliffe. Sorry about that.
Whistles will stop this play.
Coach Jolliffe retired. We got a new coach, but that doesn't matter. It's still the same squad, and we look forward to great things out of our cheerleaders again.
They got them running laps already.
You missed something, brother. That's cheerleading, bro.
The Bartow cheerleaders are sprinting around to the home side here. All right, here we go. Everything's reset. It's 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. No flag on the play, but Bartow 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Here's the snap, and again, this is going to be a snap.
Oh, no.
They dropped the flag.
Yeah, this is going to be a snap infraction. Mike, I saw this one, and I hope you did as well. The center, he kind of, what do you call it, hesitated on the snap.
Double clutch.
Double clutch, thank you. I actually was looking dead at him when he snapped it, and he kind of flexed a little bit, and I'm glad he did because it was an interception.
Well, he dropped the interception, but goodness gracious.
Well, they whistled. The whistle was so delayed in that everybody just kind of stopped. And
so we'll try again. 1st and 15 now for Bartow from their own 34-yard line. Twin receivers to the right side, and now a timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Coach Eaton didn't like something.
That's twice now that he's thrown that deep ball, and he's throwing it off his back foot, and he's putting so much air underneath it that the receiver just outran it. And the defenders, they saw it and came back to it. The one guy should have had a pick, even though they blew the play dead, but he dropped it.
Quick scoreboard update. Lake Wales over Winter Haven 7-0. Hardy and Fort Meade are now tied at 7 apiece in the second quarter. Lakeland is in front of Miami Central 3-0. And Haines City is leading Zephyr Hills Christian 8-0 in the first quarter. No score here from Clearwater High School between the Yellow Jackets and the Tornadoes, 0-0. 6:59 left in the first period. Bartow with the ball. This is their first possession of the ball game, and they're facing a 1st and 15 from their own 34-yard line. Johnson, the quarterback, calls for it. He's got it. Handoff, Brown. Brown's got a little slot, and he makes some positive yardage. He's going to get about 2, but for a second, Bruce, he had a little opening.
He really did, but the linebacker closed quickly. He did not. He actually was kind of flat-footed, and then he came in, was able to make the tackle.
2nd down and 13 now here for the Yellow Jackets. Again, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Johnson in the shotgun. He calls for the ball, looking. And under some pressure, Johnson looking for a place to run. He escapes one tackle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. There'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, he's a hoss. I mean, he's a very athletic quarterback. And my best friend, Craig Allen, just landed back in Florida. They've been in Texas watching their son play some professional baseball, and they just landed at Tampa and said, we're sounding good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Welcome home.
George Jenkins leads Lake Region 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. We thank you for joining us here for Yellow Jacket Football. You're listening to WWBF Bartow. 5:48 to go here in the first quarter. No score from Clearwater High School. Jackets 3rd and 12. A handoff. There goes Brown in the middle. Now he's got some daylight. Brown turns those legs, and Brown across the 45 to the 46.
Yeah, now in mind you punt. But nowadays, you just don't know, and they're going to go to the line quick. They'll probably try to get them to jump. You get them once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. But that was the first time that Brown had an open field to run to.
4th and 3. Let's see if the Johnson can get him to jump again.
Do the double clutch.
Everybody at the line of scrimmage, looking over at the coaching staff on the Yellow Jackets sideline. We do have a play clock here at the stadium, counting down to 13 seconds. So Johnson will probably use every bit of it. 4th and 3. Still looking for 3, 2.
I think you got to punt this football, guys.
And they'll take the 5-yard delay of game and punt it.
It's just too early in the season. Your defense made a big defensive stand near the goal line. You move the football a little bit, got a couple of first downs. Let's pin them deep and let's play defense.
And it also gives us a chance to see. There go the cheerleaders again sprinting back to their side of the field.
My goodness. They're wearing me out just watching them run right now. The guys didn't have to run. What's up with that?
Oh,
okay.
That's not right.
I'm going to have to get on that coach right away. It's a guy this year, so I can, Coach Jolliffe, I would have never said a word to.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, if you'd have said something to Coach Jolliffe, you probably wouldn't have had a voice.
Yeah, but I love Coach Jolliffe.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
At the end of the first quarter, Haines City 8 and Zephyr Hills Christian Academy 0.
Did I pick Zephyr Hills?
Bruce, you picked Zephyr Hills.
I see an 0 for tonight.
Andy's the only one who picked Haines City.
I told you, Andy could go. Andy could be leading this whole thing.
All right, now we're back in punt formation. 4th down and about 8 here for the Yellow Jackets. Here's the snap. A little high. He's got it. Ooh, quick kick.
Good job.
And it's going to bounce
roll
at the 25-yard line, and the Jackets will surround it inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line.
That's a good kick.
Yeah, it really was, because it was high. He came down, and he got in a little panic mode, but he got it off and got a good, it was a spinner, and got it hit on the nose and got a good roll out of it.
They were coming after him, too.
They probably watched film last year.
He's not the same kicker.
No, but it was still a high snap. We couldn't get good snaps last year, remember?
Yeah.
So the Tornadoes will come onto the field for their second possession of the ball game, led by quarterback number 1, Jalen White. He's a junior for the Tornadoes.
See, Bartow's got 3 DBs over there. I don't know why you're not just powering this football and running.
Here's the snap, and the ball is, we got flags. We'll stop this play. They're going to get Bartow on. I don't think the line moved when the snap occurred, right, Mike?
Now you got a receiver over here that I think he made the first move.
So that's a 5-yard penalty against the Tornadoes. Will back them up, make it 1st and 15.
They're not going to change formations. They're not huddling. They got one-on-one coverage. We do have a safety deep, but
that's Murray. Here's the snap.
I'm just running the football.
And it's a quarterback option, a keeper. Quarterback runs it across the 15, 16, 17, 18. He'll get the 5-yard penalty back. It'll be 2nd and 10 for...
Oh, he lost his helmet. He's got to come off for a play. But if I've got that defense spread out like that, I am running it 100% of the time.
2nd and 10 for the Tornadoes at their own 18-yard line. No score in the ball game. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. And another flag.
They're pointing towards Clearwater. Now Clearwater's kind of pointing towards Bartow.
It's going to be a sideline warning, Mike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Against Bartow, or?
Yeah. They've got the line. The line is drawn 25 to 25. And you got to stay within that inside that. So you got from the 25 to the 25. And you cannot come out on the field. Some guys will let you maybe take a step out there, but some guys are hardcore.
All righty, here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Tornadoes. McRae is the quarterback. Whitehead had come off because his helmet came off, so he's off for at least one play. So McRae, quarterback. He's got a bunch of receivers, 3 of them in a cluster on the far side of the field. He's going to simply hand it off, and some nice running room by the fullback.
And again, Stanley on the tackle. Boy, he is really impressive. He came on midseason last year and was just, if anything got through that defensive line, he was there to stuff it. And he's already showing off in the first quarter.
He wears number 31 for the Yellow Jackets. We'll be calling his name a lot. So now it's going to be third down, third and about 8. White back in at quarterback for the Tornadoes.
Coverage on the far side. Look for him to go up top.
Put one man in motion. Here's the snap. White wants to throw, throws downfield into double coverage over the head of everybody. Murray's the closest one, and he's unable to get it.
Murray was a free safety, and he read the quarterback's eyes the whole way. And once the quarterback turned his head towards the right, Murray sprinted over, and if anybody was going to get it, it was Murray. So now they got a punt.
They got a punt. The sun has completely set now.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sunset over there.
Fourth down and 6 here for the Tornadoes. That puts them in punt formation. That's going to be Murray back deep to receive. He's standing at the 40-yard line. Murray returned a kickoff last week in the Jamboree against Lakeland. And we know the speed of Murray. Here's the kick. Low line drive kick. This is not to be a very good one. It bounces in the territory.
Out of the way.
Coaches are screaming, move away. So Bartow will take over 1st and 10 in Clearwater territory at the 49-yard line.
We could hear Eden all the way up here through the glass. I mean, that's how he won't have a voice tomorrow. But
get away.
They did get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly, guys. He was halfway out there on the field hollering, get away, get away.
And Mike, that punt kind of went pretty much dead into the wind, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And that wind, I mean, you guys can see those flags out beside on the top of the stand there. That wind has really picked up now, so I'm sure that's going to have a little effect on the ball. But it's beautiful down here. It's absolutely beautiful.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Clearwater 49-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Brown. Brown looking for some running room. Brown's going to get 2 very, very tough yards in the middle of that line.
Yeah. That's they are not giving up much, guys. They're playing the run. They're not letting their linebackers get out too wide.
2nd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
They're playing where they can come downhill right now. They got the Mike linebacker over the center, and they got a blitz coming right here.
Johnson in the shotgun. Now he'll empty the backfield. Looking. Johnson's in some trouble. Johnson, he's going to be sacked. He's going to lose about 10, 12 yards.
They had a double blitz, guys. They brought the linebackers from both sides. They just totally sold out there, and just a good play call right there. They had Johnson in a situation where he had to get rid of the ball in a hurry, but they didn't have a play called for a quick pass.
About 90 seconds and counting left here in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. 3rd and 19 for Bartow. Johnson checks the sideline. Play clock's at 15 seconds. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Johnson awaiting the snap. Here it is. He'll drop straight back.
He's got a man.
Looking downfield. There's a flag on the play. Here goes the throw, and it's into the Yellow Jacket sideline.
He threw it away, and they'll decline that penalty, and Bartow will have to punt. There was a hold on the left tackle.
Yeah, timing on that play, though, he had a man that was about 15 yards down the field that nobody was around until their backs came into that.
Yeah, they're playing a really soft cover, too, Mike, and those safeties, they're just kind of reading where Johnson's going, and they're flowing to where he's going. I think they would have been there because the safeties are playing way off the football.
It's going to put the Yellow Jackets once again in punt formation. Curtin, we believe, Caden Curtin, the punter. Here's the snap, a good one, quick kick.
Another one, I like it.
Low line drive, gets a good roll across the 30, and then knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, number 28 just went sailing about 5 yards. I think he needs to be looking for who did that and kind of
write that number down.
Yeah, give him the business next punt.
Make a mental note of that and just catch him.
Give him about a 5-yard buffer and then lay the wood.
We'll be back home next week at Bartow Memorial Stadium to take on the Gulf Coast Sharks. And tell you what, if you want to come down and see the Yellow Jackets play, the Booster Club still has a few seats remaining. You can check out the Bartow Booster Club on social media. They're out there. Get a hold of the crew there, Neil Duncan in charge, and get yourself a good seat for some Yellow Jacket football. Few of the good seats are still remaining.
Yeah, Neil, of course, doing a great job as our Booster Club president, and we all go way back together with Neil. I remember Neil doing some football with you years ago, and that's number 28 who got laid out on that punt. Maybe it's catching up with him, but Neil does a lot for the Bartow program, and we appreciate all the sponsors and boosters and everything else.
Absolutely. Let's see, the first down play gained about 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 8, and the Yellow Jacket managed to get off the field under his own power. So 2nd and 8 here for the Tornadoes. 42 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in the ball game.
They'll have to run a play before the end of the quarter. Well, they got some big old linemen.
White will lead his
I got to believe that number 68 is the one that's a big recruit.
Here's the snap to White. White wants to throw. He's under some pressure. Now he's going to scramble. White still looking downfield. Now
there's a hold right there. Big hold. Oh, my goodness.
There goes. They got it. Coming back.
Yeah, Stanley screaming, but they threw the flags, and that will come back.
White was knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Bartow, but there's the call, holding against Clearwater. So that'll back up the run from White. Tomorrow night we go racing at Daytona for the Cup Series. Only 2 more races left till the playoffs begin for the Cup Series.
Yeah, Daytona and Darlington. Those are 2 kind of toss-up things where anybody can step up and win. Especially Daytona. Anybody but Austin Dillon is going to have a chance to get in the playoffs. Austin Dillon can win again, and they probably won't let him in.
Well, he can't bump anybody. So
6:30 tomorrow night.
Well,
I was going to ask you guys here. We have this play coming up here, 2nd and 8 for the Tornadoes. The time expires on the clock. As we go to break, does Kurt Busch make the playoffs?
Kurt Busch is retired.
You mean Kyle Busch?
Kyle Busch.
So Kurt's never going to make it.
You know, since Kyle Busch moved over, it's like he's become a good guy, and I kind of like him. I would like to see him get in, but more importantly, I would love to see Dillon get in just because he was cheated out of not getting in.
Out of his playoff spot he won at the Richmond.
Exactly.
I got to agree with Bruce on that because he was robbed.
Yeah. So we know Kurt doesn't make it. Does Kyle make it? No.
Yes.
Kyle does not make it.
Kyle's going to win at Darlington.
He will?
Mm-hmm.
So Kyle Busch makes the playoffs.
Yeah, he'll win at Daytona. One of the 2. I mean, he's always in the big one at Daytona. I mean, he's always the first one out at Daytona. His luck's got to change at some point. I mean, that guy, he's got that team's just horrible. But
last week
I'm
he
just
had
kind
a
of having
decent
fun
run
with the whole thing.
Last week in Michigan, he had a decent run in Michigan and then got tangled up at the last minute with somebody. Yeah, so.
And that was the only decent run he's had all year, just about. So
it was, yeah.
But anybody can win at Daytona.
That's true.
I mean, you got LaJoy, you got any of those cats can win. Carson Hocevar, any of those guys. So Busch has just as good a shot as any.
Yep.
He's going on my fantasy team.
All right, we second down here. We've changed in first second quarter here. Second down and 8 in a running play. That's going to be McCray up the middle there. He's going to get across the 35 to the 38. Be short of a first down, make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that was just a quick dive, and he kind of drug 2 defensive linemen with him. And the safety came up and finally ended up closing in on the tackle, if what I was seeing is right, Mike.
So you got Bush on your fantasy team?
I am going to put him on the fantasy team
I am going to put him on the fantasy team for the 400.
3rd and 1 for the Tornadoes. Second quarter, no score. A little flip toss. There's going to be a flag in the play in the backfield. They're going to get the first down, but we'll wait on the flag.
I think that's some kind of illegal motion. Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
5-yard penalty against the Tornadoes.
2 guys moving at once, Mike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going to back him up.
So one of the upbacks there, he was when they put the man in motion, he took and just twisted his upper body, and that's all it took.
Yeah. My DraftKings is for one race fantasy team, and I'll throw Bush in there because he's going to be a low number. I can get him for about $7,800.
Get him cheap. Yeah.
Because you have a salary cap that you have to stay under, and you put Bush in there, and who knows, maybe his luck will change. Because at Daytona, probably half your guys are going to crash on your fantasy team anyway.
Who was it that won the Daytona 500 one year, and he hadn't raced it since then?
3rd and 6 here for the Tornadoes. What you think about that? Quarterback keeper from Jalen White, and he's going to scramble and cross the 40-yard line. He's going to be a half a yard short, Mike. Is that about right?
That's going to be about right, guys. He's going to be.
Well, Eden's pointing at it, brother. He's pointing at it. Derek Cope was one guy that won that you never heard of again. Casey Kane.
Blaine. What's his name?
Taylor and Trevor.
Trevor Blaine. Yeah, he won one year. I was at that
race. He's in the Fox booth. He's doing TV now.
Yeah.
He'd actually be shorter than that, guys, because the chain's not even tied over here.
Good call, Mike.
So that's going to send out the punt squad here for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I'm putting one man back, and I'm playing defense right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not jump. Do not jump.
No.
That's going to be Murray standing back at about the 27-yard line, ready to receive the punt. Here it is.
Out of bounds.
High kick.
Out of bounds. Nope, it's going to hang in.
Do not. Oof.
Oh, he touched it. Murray touched it, but he fell on it.
Murray's a highlight reel, but we don't need him taking those kind of chances.
Yeah,
we got lucky right there, gentlemen.
That ball had a heck of a spin on it because it looked like it was going out of bounds, and then all of a sudden that thing just turned. Even though that wind's coming out of the east like it is, that ball just turned and just made like a curve.
That wind's kicking.
Is it pretty breezy on the field too, Mike?
So it comes and goes. I mean, like right now it's not too bad, but I mean you can still see the flags standing straight out.
Yeah.
But it just kind of comes and goes.
1st and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. No score. We're in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Quarterback is Johnson. He'll take it. Handoff, and that is going to be Brown. He tries to bounce it to the outside, turns it upfield, and he'll get about 2 yards.
Maybe
one.
Yeah, he runs a lot of yards. And by the time he turns it up the field, really good discipline on this linebacker core for Clearwater defensively, scraping the line of scrimmage instead of trying to go get him.
2nd and 9 for Bartow at their own 18-yard line. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Here's the snap. Johnson looks, throws, quick hitter, a slant across the middle. Is going to be caught at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Bartow.
Now, that's Johnson right there. I mean, he threw it a little bit behind him, but he put his body into that throw, and
that was pretty.
He had some mile per hours on that one.
Jamarcus Hires, number 10, according to the roster we have. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 30-yard line. Johnson again in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Nope. Bartow will call a timeout.
Eden didn't like something. Apparently Johnson didn't get the right formation or something.
All right, so I'm sorry, Bruce.
Go ahead.
We were talking about the Coke Zero 400 tomorrow night from Daytona. Michael McDowell won the pole tonight.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Michael McDowell edges out front row motorsports teammate Todd Gilliland for Saturday's Cup race.
See, Michael McDowell or Todd Gilliland could win Daytona tomorrow night.
It's a wild card race.
It really is.
It really is. 6:30 tomorrow night. You can hear it right here on WBF tomoror night, 6:30. And then
the Busch cars are running tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather's pretty good over there. I don't know.
Sunday afternoon, the trucks racing in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
As their playoffs begin.
That going to be televised?
It'll be on the radio.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they're on television.
All righty, here we go from the Yellow Jacket timeout. 1st and 10 for Bartow at their own 30-yard line. Johnson takes the snap, hands it. Brown up the middle. He goes where everybody is, and he's going nowhere.
Boy.
There was nothing in the middle of that time.
That cat's going to need to be in the tub in the morning, in the ice tub, and he's going to have 6 yards rushing.
2nd and 10 for Bartow. No score in the game. 9 minutes left here in the first half. 3 receivers to the near side of the field for Bartow. Shotgun for Johnson. Looking over the defense. 4 down linemen. They bring a blitz. Johnson's under some pressure again. He rolls it out to his right, looking downfield, throws it. Caught at the 36-yard line.
That was a beautiful job by Johnson. And you know how I've mentioned that when he came over from Victory last year, how he reminded me of Marcus Mariota. And he turns his whole body and he's running to his right, still able to get just a ton on the ball and fire it in there.
3rd down and about 4 for the Yellow Jackets.
Mariota when he was at Oregon.
Everybody in tight on this 3rd and 4 play. Here's the snap. Johnson again wants to throw in the pocket. He'll flip it out here to in the flat, and it's going to be a fumble by Brown.
Hopefully they're calling down.
No, they are. They are saying he's down.
He's short of the 1st down. That was a beautiful pass by Johnson as he throws it right over the defensive end's arms, but Brown just not able to get any forward momentum before he was knocked to the ground.
Going to be 4th and about 3.
Yeah, you got to punt this ball.
No score in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean this is really big. I mean I think you got to play defense and hopefully get a turnover here. They're throwing the football. We're throwing the football. Turnover's going to happen.
The curtain will drop back in punt formation. McRae is back deep to receive, standing right about his own 35-yard line. Bartow kicking into a pretty good breeze. Here's the snap, and it gets it away, and he nailed that kick. A nice big kick. It takes a little sideways bounce and near the 36-yard line.
Yeah, really good job. He kind of takes about 2 steps to his right and then kicks kind of across his body. Not really like the
rugby style.
Yeah, the rugby style. But he's just trying to keep it from getting blocked. People are going to see that and they're going to just attack from that side. So he's going to have to learn to do something a little different. But tonight, doing just a marvelous job.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of pressure on that. I mean, those guys are coming straight in, and they're just Bartow's unable to stop that pressure up the middle, and just having to roll out there to get rid of it.
Yeah, and if he's going to his right every time, they're just going to load up the left side, and they're going to overpower you. So they'll work on that, though. They'll see it on film, same as we're seeing up here.
1st and 10 for Clearwater at their own 33-yard line. 3 receivers all in a line here on the far side of the field. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. That is White. White picking up some blockers, breaks a tackle at 30,
he's got
40,
some room.
45.
Got some holding going on right there, too.
And there's a flag.
They called it, and that's going to be a spot foul, though. That was a really good job. It was just a read option, basically, and he just pulled it and went right around the end. Nobody within 10 yards of him.
Well, I think they're calling that against Bartow, guys.
What?
Personal foul against the Yellow Jackets.
Did you see anything, Mike?
I did not see that one.
I didn't see. It must have been away from the football because he just stepped out of bounds.
In there.
So that's going to move with the run and the yardage all the way to the 30-yard line for Clearwater into Jacket territory.
But he was being held the whole time, too.
1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. Jackets getting set on defense, and
Stanley getting the line set up, and Eden's got to call another timeout.
Bartow calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. No score in the ball game. 7:43 left here in the first half. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
The Ewing, Blackwelder, and Deuce Insurance Agency has been serving Central Florida since 1984. They all work and live in your neighborhood and take pride in our history. Offices in Bartow, there when you need them, representing only the most reliable companies in the industry.
You'll always get great prices at Budget You Pull of the Bartow. Here's Craig.
We have starters for $20, alternators for $20, AC compressors for $31. Every door is $55, and motors are $200.
Budget You Pull it, Highway 60 East.
In today's complicated financial world, it's nice to know that Steve Wright & Company is there, helping you utilize your resources more effectively as you work toward your financial goals, from tax returns to retirement plans and all the stops in between. Rely on Steve Wright & Company on Avenue H in Winter Haven.
Elizabeth's got everything.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes at the Yellow Jacket 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff, and around the corner he goes. Leaps over one player and out of bounds inside the 20 to the 19.
I don't like you borrow it, but I'll need it at halftime.
Yeah, again, not a whole lot of penetration by Bartow and some good blocking out front. The tailback is able to get to the sideline in a hurry, and now they're in business with a lot of time left.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff again to McCray. Breaks off one tackle. Tries to turn the corner. Tries to double back. And he's going to be met by a host of Jackets. He's going to lose 1, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, that was number 7 who had him at first. And then he kind of got out of his grasp. But then Stanley was right there to swallow him up. Number 2 gets up a little slow. And again, we're saying names of people that we know from last year. And if we're saying a number, we're not sure, guys, and we'll have a good roster, a full roster next week, and we'll be able to call everybody out.
2nd, and they're going to call it no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 for Clearwater at the Yellow Jacket 18-yard line. No score in the ball game. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's the snap. Handoff. Nope. White will keep it. And White is wrapped up. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, number 22, number 15, and Stanley there to finish it up and just mow him down. And that was a great read by Stanley. A good job by the defensive line, but Stanley really reading that and not allowing him to get through the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 for Clearwater.
Well, that defense has seen that quarterback do that keeper where he just snatches it back from those backs.
Yeah.
And, they're keying in on that now. So, that's just one thing that, they ran that play several times.
And, you got guys like Cameron Newton and guys like that who could hold the ball forever and ever and ever before they pulled it. And this cat's got that ability.
Timeout on the field. Clearwater was having a hard time getting their personnel set and aligned, so they had to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. Since 1966, the Bartow Church Service Center has been empowering people and inspiring change. Support their mission to help Bartow families get out of crisis by supporting their thrift shop at 495 East Summerlin Street in downtown Bartow. Help us be epic, empower people, and inspire change. No score in the ball game. 6 minutes left here in the first half. The Yellow Jackets and the Tornadoes. Game 1 of the 2024 campaign. Been a good ball game.
Yeah, it is. And Bartow's given up a few plays here and there, but they've really stood up when their backs were against the wall and held them. And that now they have an opportunity here again. Big play, make a big play, and make them try to kick a field goal.
White got the ball. He wants to throw it toward the end zone. He's got a receiver incomplete.
There's a flag, guys. There's a flag.
It shouldn't be a flag.
It's in the middle of the field. It's kind of in the area of holding, isn't it?
I was going to say that shouldn't have been against the defensive back. That was good coverage.
Illegal man downfield against Clearwater.
You decline that, and you make them kick the football.
They have tried one field goal attempt already, and it was no good. Little low snap, able to be brought down by the holder, so we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, Eden, they were walking it off, and Eden said, no, we're going to decline it, so they're going to.
It'll be 4th down.
They've got a lit down marker, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Unless the batteries go bad on it, then it's probably not cool.
So they're going to try a field goal here. They put the tee down at the 24-yard line. So a 34-yard field goal attempt with the wind behind them. The snap is good this time. The kick is up.
Looks good.
And they sail it right on through.
Good job by the defense.
To force a field goal attempt there. So at 5:44, Clearwater takes the first lead of the ball game, 3-0 over Bartow on a 34-yard field goal attempt by
the kicker.
The kicker.
Dicker, the kicker.
Evan McClure.
Now the offense got to get rolling a little bit. They got to give Johnson a little more time to throw, and I wouldn't hesitate. I would think about throwing a little fullback in there too. Maybe trying to open up if they're going to run the football. Try to put a lead blocker in there for Brown and get him a little more option. Or we can just return this back for a touchdown if he doesn't kick it in the end zone. Either way.
That sounds pretty good, too. Mike, that wind is really kicking up now. The flags up here at the press box level are at full stand.
It's funny because it's not down here on the field. It's like maybe it's like a bowl type deal. We're catching that wind off of the back of the stands there that's coming up.
Yeah, and it's all concrete below us, too, so that could be stopping the wind.
Yeah, it's not bad down here on the field. It's still very enjoyable down here.
Clearwater High School located right off Gulf to Bay Boulevard. We can see it off to our right here on the north side of the complex on a beautiful Friday night.
And the official is giving the coach some business right now. We don't understand the Clearwater coach.
Some kind of delay going on. They're having a conversation.
It does not look like a pleasant conversation either. And it's not the white hat. I don't understand it.
Got the wrong ball? And now we're having another conversation with another coach. Apparently they swapped out balls. Is this the NFL where you have a kicking ball and then you...
Well, no, the home team is responsible for the footballs, and Bartow gives them 2 footballs of their own, and I think they have to they
got to check the air in them?
No, but I think they got to kick the
Bartow ball to Bartow.
I can't remember how it goes. Been too many years.
Here's the kickoff. Got all the footballs straightened out, taken at the 5-yard line by Murray. Murray across the 10, 15. Murray 20. Murray just short of the 25, around the 24. Murray saw a little daylight for a second, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's not a left and right kind of guy. Murray, for a little guy, he's a straight-ahead guy, and he may put one move on you, but he's looking to go north and south, and that's one thing we really like about him.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback wears number 8, and that's Blake Johnson for the Yellow Jackets.
Mike, we got an extra guy in the backfield? Yeah.
And here we go. Johnson claps his hand, gets the snap, handoff Brown up the middle. Avis Brown maybe gets to the 25, which would be a gain of 1.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, there's so much beef on that defensive line for Clearwater here. Unless you can just move those guys and open up a hole and somebody can zip through there really fast, those holes aren't staying open very long at all.
Yeah, and the kid he was playing more of a wing type position than a fullback position, and I thought they may be trying to set up another play, but now there's nobody in the backfield except the tailback.
2nd and 9 here for the Yellow Jackets. Snap. Johnson's got it. Looking. Johnson under some pressure, steps up into the pocket and falls forward and just doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. So he'll lose maybe 1, we'll call it 2. Lose 2 on the play, make it 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that's another good play, and that's all. No blitz that time. That was all the defensive linemen. They just held their contain, and then when Johnson tried to go through, they were able to reach an arm out.
3rd and 11 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 26-yard line.
No blitz.
Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Johnson looks, throws, a little slant across the middle. The pass is complete. 30, 35, near the 40. First down for Bartow.
Great job. It was a beautiful throw on the slant. Hit him right in stride where he didn't have to break stride, and he was able to get 20 yards down the field, guys.
I don't know if you saw the block on this side that set that up, but he got decleated.
Was number 17 lay the block?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. We got to remember him and get his name next week.
Because when that pass was caught and he turned that ball toward the middle of the field, that other receiver came back, turned around, and just
Handoff Brown up the middle, and Brown again runs into a lot of traffic at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get no gain on that first down play.
Yeah, the defensive line is just collapsing all over that, and they got to get some kind of respect. Sometimes I think nowadays sometimes you got to throw the ball to set up the run.
2nd and 11 for Bartow. They say he lost one. Here's the snap.
You got him to jump.
Clearwater jumps again offsides.
Discipline, guys.
Coach is
he's saying the coach is trying to say that Johnson pumps his arms, but Johnson just clapped hard is all he did.
5-yard penalty against Clearwater will make it 2nd and 6 now for the Yellow Jackets. The ball at their own 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Johnson drops straight back, looking to throw. Now he's under some pressure from behind. He gets it away, and it's going to be almost caught by number 1, incomplete.
Great defensive play by number 1 there on our number 1, Jeff, as he's a half a step from stepping in there. And that time Johnson didn't have any chance to get any body into that. He just had to arm that ball, or he was going down.
Yeah, he had a defender on his jersey already that was dragging him down, so he was just looking for somewhere to get rid of that thing.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets at their own their own 45-yard line. Johnson calls for the ball.
Coming.
Here comes the blitz. Johnson slings it downfield, looking for number 1. He's caught it.
Oh!
Dropped it as he was going to the ground.
And
Incomplete.
Johnson got depleted as he threw the balls. The linebacker came through untouched, Mike.
Yes. Yeah, there was nobody picking that one up. He came through, just like you said, untouched, and he just, not a good one.
And it went right through the arms of number 1, and we don't have a number 1 on our roster.
It's going to put Bartow in punt formation on a 4th and 6. Curtin will draw back to punt. It looks like McCray standing back for the Tornadoes at the 23-yard line, ready to receive the punt. Bartow kind of kicking into a little wind here. Here's the snap. Oh, it's going to be a fake. It's a fake. It's Brown, Avis Brown.
You got it.
He's got the first down, and Morris is into Tornado territory at the 40-yard line.
That's run he's had tonight. Great job. And a good sell by the punter.
Kicker, yeah, he was down there.
To tell you the truth, I was looking for the ball bouncing over his head.
I was too.
Yeah, I mean, he jumped, make it look like it was a high snap, and it was just a short one.
Great
So
job.
Bartow
Great
goes
call.
for it
Great
on-
timing on that.
On 4th down on the fake punt, and Brown gets a first down into Clearwater territory. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the Tornado 40-yard line.
Well, the Bucks are up 17-0. Kyle Trask with a short 10-yard touchdown pass.
Well, one thing for sure, this Tornado team is definitely getting their taste of trick stuff. The hard count, the
Eden
fake.
throws it at you, bro.
Yes, he does.
Bartow's going to call for delay of game here as they were trying to get the formation set. I think they think the clock reset, but it didn't. So a 5-yard penalty against Bartow makes it 1st and 15 now from the Clearwater 45-yard line. Twins left, twins right for Bartow. Johnson in the shotgun, puts one man in motion, empty backfield now. Johnson wants to throw. He does. Lofts it up downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if 10 slowed down on the ball or, that was where Johnson throwing off that back foot, guys, and he puts a lot of air under it. And we like to talk about, put air under it and let him run under it. But he threw that, and the receiver either didn't see the ball or just slowed down on the play, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. And great defense there. I mean, that guy turned around and looked like he had his head on a swivel to find that ball and make that interception.
Oh, yeah. It was a good defensive play. Nothing against that. I just think number 10 didn't pick up the ball.
Halftime score, Hardy 21, Fort Meade 7. That's a halftime score.
Interesting.
2:47 left here in this ball game in the first half, and it's Clearwater in front 3-0 over Bartow. Clearwater first and 10 from their own 15-yard line, and a nice pass downfield, a little hot to handle.
Lights.
Mysterious things happening here in the press box in Clearwater. Lights coming on without nobody doing a thing.
Wrong. Charlie Davis is saying we might have picked a wrong one earlier in our picks.
Just one, huh, Charlie? Second and 10 for Clearwater from their own 15-yard line. 2:40 left here in the first half. Clearwater in front 3-0. Another quick scoreboard update. Lake Wales 14 and Winter Haven nothing.
Mulberry winning 25-0. Imagine that.
How'd that happen?
Here's the running play up the middle. They cross the 15 to about the 17-yard line.
Who are they playing?
Mulberry's playing Avon Park.
Avon Park. I should have known. Now I'm getting heckled.
Yeah, I went with the Bulldogs on that one, too.
It is going to be third down and about 7. Timeout on the field called by Clearwater. 2:20 left in the first half. Clearwater in front 3-0. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hello, Bartow. This is Joe DeCesare with Citrus Air Conditioners, your hometown air conditioning company. If you're looking to replace your old unit, Citrus Air has many units in stock and offers financing. Call us at 534-1171 or look us up online at citrusairinc.com.
You can win a brand new truck from Kelly Buick GMC and help us support our schools. This is Brandon Wunjo urging you to sign up and help raise money for our school kids and projects. It's the annual $20 truck at Kelly Buick GMC in Bartow.
Getting tired of your furniture and decor? I'm Mindy Moo with the Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza. We offer a boundless collection of vintage, industrial, farmhouse, repurposed, hand-painted furniture and decor. Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School, where tonight the Yellow Jackets are opening the season with against the Tornadoes, and it's the Clearwater team in front 3-0. Clearwater facing a 3rd and 7. Jaden White, the quarterback, drops back to throw, pumps once, throws downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage by Stanley there.
Yeah, it was really good coverage all the way around. He wanted to run the football, but Bartow had good. They kept their.
They stayed home.
Yes, exactly. Perfect, Andy.
George Jenkins leading Lake Region 29-12.
What?
Second quarter. Lakeland in front of Miami Central 9-6. That game is down south in Miami. Lake Wales 21, Winter Haven nothing. And here it's 3-0. Clearwater in front. They're forced to punt. Nice high kick. Murray's going to take it near midfield. He's got it. Murray across the 45 to the 40. Murray turns it upfield. 30, 35, pointing out blockers. Murray's got an edge on the sideline. And Murray, there's a flag on the play. Murray's knocked out of bounds near the 5.
Yeah, great job by Murray. As you said, he was pointing out guys to block. He was taking it all the way to the end zone. And but number 21, I think might have got a little block in the back here.
That's where they're going to call against Bartow.
That spot foul?
That's a spot foul.
Yes.
Umatilla 7, Tenorock nothing.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Would have never guessed.
Haines City 21 and Zephyr Hills Christian 6. 1:57 left here in the first half. It is Clearwater 3 and Bartow nothing. However, Bartow now with an excellent field position following the nice punt return by Murray.
Would have been a lot better without this penalty. Let's see what this is. They still haven't marked it off.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The spot occurred at the 26-yard line. So need to march off some yardage against Bartow. Are we sure? Unsportsmanlike conduct against Bartow. Another. So a 10 and 15.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that wipes out Murray's punt.
That's about where he caught the ball.
It's exactly where he caught the ball at their own 49-yard line. So, a couple of penalties against Bartow moves it out of Clearwater territory back into Bartow territory at the 49. 1st and 10, Bartow. Johnson, the quarterback, he calls for the ball. He wants to throw, looking downfield across the middle, incomplete. Looking for Hires again.
Almost picked off.
Yeah, but once he gets a little more into the season, I mean, when this kid puts his body into the football, he's got so much mustard on it that it's just he's really fun to watch, and I think he's a really good quarterback.
2nd and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. Blake again in the shotgun. Blake Johnson, here's the snap. A little low, gets it up, hands it off to Brown again. Brown tries the middle of that defensive line for Clearwater. And, Mike, it's just a no-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that defensive line for Clearwater, when you look across there, I mean, those guys, I mean, not saying Bartow's small on that offensive line by no means, but that Clearwater defensive line, they're stout. They are stout.
Well, number 58, who's playing defensive tackle, is probably what, Mike? Based on what I'm looking at the guys on the field, he's probably, about 6'4"?
Oh, yeah.
And so he's got to be 220, 230.
It says 265 on the roster.
265.
Yeah. So 3rd and 13 here for the Yellow Jackets. Play clock down to 7. A minute to play here in the first half. Clearwater in front 3-0. Here's the snap. Blake wants to throw. Johnson looking. Now he's under some pressure. He'll double back. Still got the ball. Still looking downfield. Now he'll swing it.
Good
and he
job.
just throws it away. Landed that one on the track over Mike's head.
Yeah, and he ended up on the track running out of bounds because he was going hard having to get rid of that football. He's running for his life out there. And when they know you're going to throw it, they can just pin their ears back and come at you. It's tough.
So it stops the clock with 46 seconds to play in the first half. So that's going to force Bartow to punt.
Don't think we'll see a fake here.
No. So again, Bartow having to kick into a little bit of a breeze. Here's the snap. It's high. It's over the head, and he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. He had to go down. He was being swarmed by tornadoes.
Yeah, he was just able to get his fingertips on it to keep it from going way past him, and it came down right beside his feet. So he just dove on the ball, which was the only possibility than getting a scoop and score.
So kind of what you didn't want to see here at the end of the first half. 40 seconds left. Clearwater now 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 30-yard line.
Yeah, you just got to rely on your defense to come up big. I think they've got probably one timeout left and 40 seconds to work with.
Jaden White will bring his offense out on the field. He'll stand in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Jackets showing some pressure. Here's the snap. White has some time. Looking. Now he's starting to get some pressure.
There's a hold again.
White still looking. Now he'll swing it. Ooh. White took a pop, and the receiver caught the ball. The receiver's going to go into the end zone, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's coming back.
Was that Stanley that gave a whop to the quarterback? He sure did.
Yeah, I mean, right as he released it. Illegal man downfield.
Yeah.
That's what happens when your quarterback starts scrambling. That really hurts Clearwater. I mean, it takes 6 off the board and gives Bartow another breath.
28 seconds left here in the first half, and that's going to be a penalty against Clearwater. That'll move them back.
Bucks up 17-7 now. Miami score.
1st and 15 for Clearwater at the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line. Clearwater will send 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Again, in the shotgun is the quarterback, Jalen White. Calls for the ball. He wants to throw. Right-handed quarterback slings it. Caught at the 30-yard line, at the 25, at the 20. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 19.
Got a first down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains.
18 seconds to play in the half. Nathan Clegg on the reception.
Yeah, that was a tight end. He just
dribbled off the line.
Exactly.
Yeah, went into the
rolled
flat.
out into the flat.
1st and 10 here for Tornadoes, and they will call their final timeout of the first half. We'll take a timeout as well. 18 seconds left. Clearwater in front 3-0. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hi, Benny Jr. here with Bartow Ford. It's been a wild ride in the automotive industry. Dealerships haven't learned what Bartow Ford's known all along. A great price and the best service is all you need. Make sure you come to Bartow Ford, where we're different and we prove it.
Hi, it's Erin with Evolve Contracting. While there's no shortage of landscape and irrigation companies, you deserve the option that's the best fit for you. At Evolve, we offer 3D imaging and an irrigation program that saves you water, time, and money. Visit us at evolveyourlawn.com.
Hi, this is Carla Meeks, a Bartow High alumni, and here's to a great season. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, call me at Meeks Real Estate, 863-604-9287. Remember, I am not just a realtor, but your realtor.
Welcome back. 18 seconds left here in the first half. Clearwater in front 3-0 over Bartow. Clearwater with a 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 19-yard line. Here's the snap to White. Jalen White looking downfield. He's under a lot of pressure. Now he scrambles, throws toward the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. Almost got it. 21 almost caught it.
Yeah, 21's got to work on his hands because that was going to be a nice pick in the first half. And now you've got the clock didn't run.
The clock didn't even run on that.
And the coaching staff knows it right away. Right, Bartow does, so we need to.
Yeah, Coach Eden just really got in this rest here a while ago about that clock not running.
Bartow only had 3 down linemen rushing that time.
The referee is talking, looks like it'd be on a wireless mic to the press box, to the referee in the press box who operates the clock. And
yeah, that's got to be at least 8 seconds rolled off the clock.
So they need to make a clock adjustment here. Coming out of the timeout, it said 18.2. They ran that play that was almost picked off by the Yellow Jacket, and it still says 18.2. So the referees are discussing.
He didn't turn the clock back on.
It could be a malfunction or something. I don't know. They're still discussing it. Everybody kind of just waiting. There we go. 13. You happy with that?
I'm happy.
That was a lot of scrambling. He scrambled for quite some time down there, though. I mean, it's.
I would like 12.
I'm with Andy. 13 seconds left. 2nd and 10 now for Clearwater from the Yellow Jacket 19-yard line. Again, quarterback White under some pressure, still scrambling, looking, throws downfield, wide open, touchdown, Tornado.
Uncovered.
Yeah, what a beautiful. Yeah, that's what you see. The two safeties are looking at each other and they're kind of pointing at each other, but you shouldn't have that. You shouldn't be having a point like that downfield. He just did a big crossing route, Mike. Came all the way across the field. Quarterback picks him up, throws it a little bit behind him. He does basically a 360 and ends up in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, and when you get that close to the end zone, even with those safeties back there like that, when they see him that close to the end zone, they should be pulling to that.
5 seconds left in the first half. Clearwater on to attempt the extra point. Left-footed kicker sails it up the uprights and toward Gulf to Bay Boulevard. It is good. 10-0.
First of all, if you're in a zone defense, the safeties have to roll with the quarterback, and there was nobody over there. That guy, the guy who ended up closest to him was 2-3 yards behind him, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it looks like Clearwater will take a 10-0 lead into the first half. There's 5.2 seconds remaining. Bartow will take the kickoff here. Next week, the home opener. Back in Bartow Memorial Stadium, the Yellow Jackets will be entertaining the team from Naples, the Gulf Coast Sharks. Next Friday night, if you need ticket information, you can contact the Booster Club. Still some booster seats available for the good seats right in the middle of the stadium. And You can contact Bartow Booster Club on social media. They'll get you all straightened out. Let's see here. Haines City 21, Zephyr Hill 6. We gave you that score. George Jenkins 37, Lake Region 12. Lakeland 9, Miami Central 6. Lake Wales in front of Winter Haven 21-0.
Mulberry's winning big.
They
were up 32-0 last time. Charlie Davis rubbed it in my nose. But that's okay, Charlie. You're allowed to do that.
Little squib kick taken at the 30-yard line by one of the up men. Tries to sprint it to the outside and going to run out the clock, and he's out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Good way to end it.
And one more score to tell you, too. Umatilla 7 and Tenorock 0. Mike, I don't know if you want to see if we can get a hold of Coach Eden. I see him there at the 40-yard line. See if Mike can persuade Coach to give us his opinion here or thoughts on the first half for Yellow Jacket football.
Bartow gets the ball second half, right?
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, real quick. I know we're down 10-0 here. Tell us how you feel about this first half.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Exactly.
You get a punt return for a touchdown. It's a huge momentum play. We're getting ready to take the lead. And, again, we've got 2 penalties, one on the coaches and one on a player. It can't happen. All right, so that's got to get cleaned up. Other than that, I think offensively we got to start figuring out how to run the football, okay? Defensively, we've done a great job. Obviously, some coverage bust. The kid's a good player. He's running around making plays. We knew it was going to happen. We got to limit it. We got to take it away in the second half.
Absolutely, Coach. Can we see any changes? We see Johnson in the backfield. Great job. I mean, looking different from he's ever looked before. Do we see him moving any more, trying to roll him outside of that pocket, get him to the outside?
Certainly could. I mean, obviously we got to figure something out, so we're going to go look for those answers right now.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
I like it.
Great job, Mike. And Coach Eden, that's tough. When you're down and you just gave up a touchdown and, we have shot ourselves in the foot. Beautifully said by Coach, and he is one unhappy individual right now. So kudos to Coach Eden for taking the time to talk to us.
We always appreciate his access that we have with Coach Eden. All righty, we are at halftime. Clearwater in front, 10-0 over the Bartow Yellow Jackets. We'll send it back to Bartow for some halftime programming, and we'll return. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
We are FM 102.9, 97.1, and AM 1130. WWBF Bartow.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Tonight, the Bartow Yellow Jackets taking on the Clearwater Tornadoes as we get ready to kick off the second half. Bartow trails in the ball game 10-0. Jackets have just now emerged from the locker room on the far side of the field from our location. The field here runs north and south. We're on the east side of the field, if you will. Our vision is looking right toward the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes. If there was a tidal wave, we could see it coming. But Absolutely. Other than that, we can just maybe smell it if the wind was blowing the opposite way.
And, Bruce, we heard Coach Eden going into the halftime. Mike was good enough to get an interview, first half comments, and we think Coach Eden's dead on.
Yeah, a great job by Eden and a great job by Mike. Mike knows, I know he knows Coach Eden well enough to know that his tone about 2 questions was going to be about all you got out of him. But great job, Mike. But Coach Eden was definitely right on, it was apparent to us as well. But for him to man up and talk like that instead of trying to sugarcoat it, I love that about him. Just one more thing that I love about this young guy, and he went in there, probably had a long talk with his coaches, and something in a situation like that, it's more of what are we going to do to change this as opposed to what the kids are. And I thought the kids did a good job, Mike. It was just some crazy things.
Yeah, and you hit it spot on. I mean, when I walked to the locker room with the coaches and I was talking to Coach across the field, the first thing he did was he got all the coaches outside of the locker room, spoke to all the coaches. The new offensive coordinator, Coach Chai, came down, and Coach Chai was the first one to say, listen, guys, that first half is on me. Here's what we're going to do to change things. He took 100% responsibility of it. I mean, and they talked about it, and then they went in and addressed the players. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they actually make. I know what they said they were going to do, but we'll see if it happens.
When you have coaches doing that, Mike, you have no idea what that does for the players. When the coaches take responsibility for things, it just makes the players trust them that much more.
No, absolutely.
Bartow will receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. McClure puts his foot into it, sails it down, a little bouncing kick, picked up at the 18-yard line by one of the up men across the 30-yard line, almost to the 30 where he was really popped.
Boy, he was. That's
Hampton.
Hampton, yeah. And he got him coming right on. That was shoulder on shoulder as Hampton was coming at an angle towards us to the near sideline and just laid him out. But he got up. He's fine. We're happy about that.
So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets here in the third quarter. Bartow will 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Quarterback is number 8, and that is Blake Johnson for the Yellow Jackets. 6'1", 192-pound senior for the Yellow Jackets. He'll send 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Brown, running back, standing right next to him. Here's the snap. Johnson will roll out to his right, throw downfield, a little short as far as intended receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, and I think if Johnson has that back, he'd be better off just dumping it off in the flat on the rollout to his running back right there because he's throwing across his body. It's hard to throw across your body when you're going full speed as a right-hander trying to throw to the left side, and maybe make a better decision next time.
2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 29-yard line.
Got 2 backs in now.
Johnson again in the shotgun. Here's the snap. 2 steps back, looking. Now he'll sprint to his left, looking downfield, throws across his body, and it's just behind his intended receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, but the receiver should have caught it. He knows it. And I like that because it gave Johnson more time with 2 backs in there. That gives you 2 extra blockers if they're not going out in a route.
Going to set up a 3rd and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. Bartow will send 3 receivers to the far side of the field, single receiver on the near side, 1 back with Johnson in the backfield. And here's the snap. And Johnson wants to tuck and run. He's up the middle, but he's not going to get very far, Bruce, maybe to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if that. That was a design quarterback boot or quarterback draw.
So it's going to be 4th and 10, so the Yellow Jackets go 3 and out on their first possession here in the second half. 4th and 10, that'll put Bartow in punt formation. Clearwater in front, 10-0 here in the third quarter. Well, Fort Meade's making a game of it down in at Fort Meade. 21-14 now the score. Hardy in front of the Miners. Lake Wales is shutting out Winter Haven 24-0.
Good snap that time. Good kick.
Here's the kick by Curtin all the way back to the 37-yard line. The defender retreats looking for some block. He's got some good coverage there by the Yellow Jackets. He finally squirts down the sideline.
Yeah, fine. At some point, you just got to duck your shoulder and go, and he did, and he got about 5-6 yards on the return.
So Clearwater, first possession of the second half, will be 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Another scoreboard update in the third quarter now. Lakeland 9 and Central Miami, the Rockets, 6.
Been that way for a long time. Wonder if they've got any weather down there or something. But the clock's running.
Mulberry 39, Avon Park nothing. Home opener for the Panthers.
All right, Charlie, I owe you one.
They're going to win one this year.
Here's the snap, handoff, and it is McRae. He turns the corner. He's got some running room across midfield. He's at the 40 and knocked out of bounds here on the near side of the field.
Wow. That offensive lineman did a pancake 20 yards down the field.
Drain on the carry, and a nice pickup by him. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
If that guy
at the
is
35.
Committed to Georgia, that's the guy. If any one of their linemen, that's him.
The one on the end?
Yeah.
First and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff again. This is Drain again. Drain steps to the outside. Drain still on his feet, and he's going to get to the 25. He's going to be very close to another first down.
Yeah, he's going to have another first down, guys.
Another 10-yard run for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, they just put an extra back in the backfield, put him in motion, and make him the lead blocker, Mike, and he's making a lot of good moves.
Referees will spot the ball at the 25-yard line of Bartow. First and 10 for Clearwater. The Tornadoes already in front, 10-0. Quarterback is White. He'll take it. White fakes the handoff. He wants to throw toward the corner of the end zone. Man-on-man coverage is going to be incomplete.
It should be offensive pass interference right there because Hampton has as much right to that ball as the offensive player, and he kind of pulled him down by his shoulder pads as the ball was coming in, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. He had position on that ball. He was he was more like the eligible receiver on that pass.
Stops the clock at 9:41 left here in the third quarter. Second and 10 for Clearwater at the Yellow Jacket 25-yard line. This time Drain will wind up as a deep back, and they'll get Drain the ball. Drain tries to bounce it to the outside, and he's going to be brought down at the 22-yard line.
And they're putting that little fullback / tight end. They're putting him in kind of a motion, in like a jet motion, but he's just sidestepping, and then he's just crashing down on the defensive end, and they're running to whatever side he's crashing. And then they'll dump him off into the flat like they did earlier in the first half.
3rd and 6 here for the Tornadoes.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see him kind of float off into the flat right here and roll out the quarterback and throw it to the tight end.
Play clock down to 9 seconds. Now Clearwater at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He wants to throw, rolls to his right, looking. Now he's going to take off and run.
Short.
He's going to be short of the first down near the 18-yard line.
I think with a 10-0 lead, though, they're going to go for it here. Going to be about a yard short, Mike?
Yeah. Yes, sir. He's going to be a good yard short there.
Boy, he had time to get upfield. Did he just not see it? That's crazy. One more step, and he's got a first down.
So it is 4th and a yard. And as Mike said, going to keep the offense on the field for Clearwater. Again, I formation. The deep man is number 20. That's Drain, Jerry Drain. Right behind the quarterback, White. He'll give it to Drain. Drain tries to bounce to the outside. He didn't make it.
Yeah, he's short, guys. He's going to be short.
And that pumps up that Yellow Jacket defense. Big number 31 getting off the pile.
See where they mark it.
Yeah,
Bartow football.
Great defense. He's about a yard short.
That was a great job by the defense. Once again, bending but not breaking. They gave up about 25 yards, 30 yards, and but then when they needed a hold, they held, and great job.
Bartow will take over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 16-yard line. Quarterback is number 8. That's Blake Johnson. Calls for the ball. He wants to throw. He does quickly. Gets it out to the receiver number 1, and he'll break one tackle at the 20-yard line. Finally picked up and thrown out of bounds at the 22.
Yeah, you get some positive yards, though. That's what you're looking for, 4 or 5 yards on first down, and now that opens up the playbook a little bit. Now this is a run-pass option right here.
And that's something that you and I have talked about quite a bit, Bruce. I mean, you make those little quick, short passes like that picks up that 5, 6, 7 yards. And just like you said, it does open up a whole different playbook for you.
2nd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 22-yard line. Johnson has the ball, rolls to his left, throws, got it. Number 10, first down Bartow. Hires on the reception at the 32-yard line.
Perfect. As you saw layers, you had a deep, you had a middle, and then you had a guy in the flat, and he was able to get the ball to the guy in the middle and got 10, 12 yards out of it. Good start to this offensive possession.
Jackets are quickly back to the line of scrimmage. A little hurry-up going on. 1st and 10, Bartow at their own 32. Three receivers now on the near side of the field. Johnson calls for the ball, takes one step, throws, got it. Number 10 again, Hires at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he was trying to get a little more out of that. He actually came back towards the line of scrimmage, only got about 3 or 4 where he could have had 5. Sometimes you try to do a little too much, but we're happy. You know, we got 4 yards there, and now, once again, the playbook's open.
2nd and 6. Again, Jackets quickly to the line of scrimmage, and
got him offside.
Clearwater jumps again. You like the up-tempo, Bruce?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, they don't have to call a formation. They're in the same formation every time. So basically all they got to do is they'll have the play called, and it's pretty simple. They're not rotating people in or out.
2nd and short now for the Yellow Jackets following the 5-yard offsides penalty against Clearwater. Twins left, twins right. Johnson drops straight back. Johnson throws downfield. He's got man-on-man coverage. It's going to be,
man. That should have been interference, too, though, because you watched the defender. He reached up there and he pushed him on his shoulder twice, and he still didn't catch the ball.
Off the fingertips at the 24-yard line, incomplete.
That was...
Yellow Jackets got behind the defender.
Yeah, and that's number one. He's dropped a couple. You know, he's made some good plays. Don't get me wrong, but he's dropped a couple, and he's getting an earful from from Coach Eden. But then he gets a pat on the butt. You know, he's going to get more shots.
3rd and about 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Again, Johnson in the shotgun throws it, almost intercepted, and then almost picked off. Almost caught. Excuse me. Looks like 3 or 4 people had a chance to catch that ball.
Yeah, that was really the safety. He read the quarterback's eyes the whole way, and he jumped the play, and now Bartow punt the football.
4th down, so Bartow brings out the punting squad. We've already seen one successful fake punt tonight.
Yeah, but it's still a 10-0 game, and yeah, it's only 4th and 2, 4th and 1.5 or whatever, but when have we gained 1.5 on the ground? You know, not every time we touch the football. So you may try to get them to jump here, and then if not, take the penalty. But we got to punt this ball.
3, 2, 1, counting down on the play clock, and it's at zeros.
See,
the ball is over his head again.
Hopefully the flag came down, or that's going to be a touchdown. My goodness.
Clearwater will scoop up the loose ball as the punter was not able to corral it. There was no flag.
That should have been called way before that, though. It should have been called way before it.
Yeah, the clock was dead. It should have been a penalty. But the thing about it is, guys, and I'm trying not to be critical, but we had the same problem last year. We couldn't get a snap off to the punter. And we had a dreadful time punting the football, and everybody knew it. And why is there not a long snapper that's snapping the ball 20 times before practice every day, 30 times before practice, 20 times after practice? Why?
I don't know how these refs missed that bright light down there in the end zone, setting a 0 for 3 seconds.
Always, Coach Laura Jolliffe is listening to us, guys.
Here's a mess up on the extra point attempt. The holder, again, was not looking for the snap when it came, and he is scrambling for his life at the 20-yard line, finally slung down at the 15 abruptly. So the extra point attempt is no good.
Well, we gotta see. She is now retired from coaching, and she's in administration now. But the greatest cheerleading coach in the history of cheerleading is texting us to say, love listening to y'all. It's the first time in 21 years. And that's great, Coach. And we really appreciate you listening, and we love you. And thank you so much for everything that you've done for Bartow. And we'll be keeping you in mind every football game for sure.
We picked up a new listener. How about that?
Isn't that something?
That's great. So 16-0 is the score. The extra point, as you said, was not executed correctly. The holder was not even looking at the center. He was looking back at the kicker when the snap came.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was starstruck when I saw who had texted. So
you get a text from Coach Jolliffe. You're important.
Me?
He's a superstar.
Absolutely, he is. 6:36 to play in the third quarter. Clearwater up 16-0 over Bartow.
And Bartow set to receive the kick. $80 degrees on a breezy night here in Clearwater, Pinellas County, for the game. Now they're going to just squib it down there because they're afraid of Murray. Murray gets the ball, though, at the 15-yard line at the 20 and dives forward to the 24.
I think he got tripped.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
There was one of the gunners coming down, and just Bartow didn't pick the block up on that one, and he just got enough shoulder on Murray's knees to just take him out from underneath him.
You know, hot nights call for cool times. You can beat the heat with Zest Bar and Grill this summer, whether it's our lunch specials or dinner favorites. They specialize in fresh. The bar is always open. Go on by and check out the innovative cocktails. Happy hour is Saturday from 11 to 4. That's Zest in downtown Bartow.
Really?
Cool. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Here's the snap to Johnson. Ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground. And he's able to pick it up and fall on it at the 12.
Yeah, he never had the ball. And he was trying to roll out and kind of push the ball along with him, Mike, almost. And instead of, just fall on the ball and let's live for another play.
Going to lose about 11, make it 2nd and 21 here for Bartow. Twins left, twins right. Johnson again, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Johnson 2 steps back, throws down the field. There's nobody there. Throws everybody into the sideline. Is that a misread?
Yeah, it's miscommunication is what that is. It's basically the same formation we've been seeing, and whatever play you call, it's all receivers need to be on the same page. Now, I don't remember number 14 being in the game a whole lot, but I don't know for sure. Now they're in a different formation.
Everybody in tight here. Here's the snap. The ball again, low snap, messes up the timing, but Johnson's able to get it out to the near side, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Try to dump it out in the flat to number 26.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that one. I think that was I don't think he was ready for that one, guys.
That's the first time we've seen a different formation almost all night, isn't it, Mike?
Yes.
So that's very quickly going to set Bartow up in a 4th down, 4th and 21. And Mike, looks like any breeze they have is at their back for Bartow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because the way it's coming, it's almost blowing east to west across the field. So, I mean.
Well, we just want him to catch it and be able to punt it. That's all we really want right now.
That would be nice.
Timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take a break as well. Clearwater in front, 16-0, 5:39 left in the third quarter. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Getting tired of your furniture and decor? I'm Mindy Moo with the Vintage Warehouse in Bartow. If you're not sure what your style is, we've got you covered. We offer interior decorating and consulting services. Decorating is our passion. Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by the Whidden McLean Funeral Home of Bartow since 1925 and the McLean Funeral Home of Fort Meade. They're family-owned and are committed to providing personal service with the concept of our family serving yours.
Your Bartow Beef O'Brady's in the Bartow Center South is your headquarters for good food and good sports. With something for everyone on the menu, your Bartow Beefs is perfect for the family, an office lunch, or to feed the team after a big win. Beefs, where game time meets family time.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Yellow Jackets facing a 4th and 21. They are in punt formation. Here's the snap. It's a good one. One step and a kick. And it's going to be taken. I'll let it bounce at the 42-yard line. And the Jackets will surround it. And down to the 44.
And once again, a good job by this young kicker. We'll know more about his name. You know his name. What's his name?
Is it Curtin? We're guessing it's Curtin.
Okay.
Caden Curtin.
Well, we'll know a lot more about him as the season goes on, but he does not take his time back there. So you give him that ball, it's gone. He's one step.
Our defense doesn't give him a whole lot of time to get it gone.
They'll improve as the season goes, but just like we were talking during the commercial, this is where you wish you had that classic in your belt as opposed to a little jamboree. You can clean up some of these mistakes.
First and 10 for the Tornadoes at the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. Handoff up the middle goes Drain, number 20, Jerry Drain for Clearwater. He'll pick up about 3.
Number 22 and Stanley in on the tackle there. Number 22, defensive end, kind of reminds you of Davis, his build, that beautiful body and quickness.
Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Clearwater in front, 16-0 over Bartow. Tornadoes with a 2nd down and 7 from the Jacket 42. Here's the snap. White looking to throw, trying to set his feet, throws, and it's going to be caught.
There was a hold right here, too, guys, that they just
incomplete.
missed.
Yeah, and, he had all the time in the world. I'm surprised he didn't pop up something in his foot right there. Did you see him stumbling going back, Mike?
The quarterback, yeah.
It almost like he hurt himself.
Yeah, but that ball still hit the receiver right in the hands.
Yeah, it was a good throw, but he's kind of pointing.
He's pointing down to his right leg, isn't he?
That's kind of an Achilles tendon type thing when you're going backwards like that. You can pop that thing.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on the right ankle of the quarterback, Jalen White, for Clearwater. 3rd down and 7 for Clearwater.
Got the fullback in.
Here's the snap. Sets, throws, the pass is complete in the flat, but he's going to gain hardly anything.
Yeah, that was a really good job by the defense. He's really holding that leg now. The fullback goes out in the flat to try to block, and he doesn't get out there in time, and Bartow just crashed on the receiver, and now we have a Jacket down.
And we're watching the Jacket player, and we're also seeing White here for Clearwater jog off the field. He took some water and casually came off the field. We can't see a number. Mike, do you get a number on the?
I do not. Not yet.
Well, it was a corner.
12 maybe?
Yeah, it was a corner, and, the whole team kind of all crashed on that receiver, and he could have just been, in the pancake there, Mike, and got hit by his own players.
Yeah, because there was a collision there. They, like you said, they came out to block, and there was about, you figured 2 Clearwater guys there, 3 or 4 Bartow guys there, and it just ended up being one pile real quick.
He gets up on his feet with some assistance from the coaching staff. And Mike, no weight at all on that left foot.
None.
That left leg. Do not like to see that.
No, we don't.
While the Yellow Jacket player gets assisted off the field, quick scoreboard update. Lake Wales 39, Winter Haven nothing. Wow. Running clock at Denison Stadium.
Wow. On their brand new field.
Brand new field.
That's not a way you want to start out the game on your new field now.
Mulberry didn't start out that way.
Hardy 28, Fort Meade 14.
Mulberry's my new favorite team because of Charlie.
Charlie.
Can't have Charlie picking on me.
4th down punt formation for the Tornadoes. Here's the kick high in the air. Going to be bouncing right about the 20-yard line and trickle out of bounds in front of Mike over there.
About 12 or 13.
Haines City 21, Zephyr Hills Christian 12 in the third quarter. Golden Gate Titans 6, Victory Christian 6. The Durant Cougars in front of Lake Gibson 30-7. Bartow will go to Lake Gibson later on in the season.
Yes, and we played Durant. What is Discovery doing?
I'm trying to find that because I really want to know. We're still looking. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
How do you shut out Lake Gibson?
Into the third quarter now, Haines City 21 and Zephyr Hills 16. Here's the snap. Johnson under immediate pressure. He's going to be taken down in the backfield.
They brought the farm, boys. 1, 2, 3.
He just doesn't have the time to get rid of the ball. He doesn't even have time to really look.
They brought 6. They brought 7.
Clock runs with under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Umatilla 21, Tenor Rock nothing.
I love them.
Them Bulldogs.
Cowboys.
Bulldogs.
Here they come again.
Nobody in the backfield. 5 receivers in the pattern. Johnson quickly dumps it off in the flat. He's got a receiver, but again, not much gain there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Yeah, you saw number 11 for Clearwater there. He was just coming. He was showing he's blitzing anyway, and he's coming, and he came through untouched, and he just had to get rid of it as quick as he could.
George Jenkins, 44. Lake Region, 18.
They gave up 18 to Lake Region? Man, that's embarrassing.
Another Yellow Jacket down. Mike, this looks like cramps.
Yeah, he's holding. They're talking to him about his knee.
Oh, my goodness.
Not Johnson, is it?
No,
Mulberry, 39. Avon Park, nothing. Nothing from Jacksonville yet for the Frostproof game. And we gave you the Golden Gate Victory Christian, 6-6 in that ball game. Nothing about the Kathleen or Ridge. Davenport, Spoto, Discovery, don't have anything on that just yet.
Isn't that crazy? Is that the Ledger?
That's Max Preps.
Max Prep.
Max Preps and Score Stream helping us out with our scores tonight. Usually we have an ace reporter covering the Fort Meade game. You know, Mike.
Yeah, she came with us tonight.
She's with us tonight.
Yes.
I stole your ace reporter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Talking about you.
Cool.
3rd down, 3rd and 15 for the Yellow Jackets.
It was all good.
Here's the snap. Blake rolls to his right, looking from the end zone, throws downfield. He's got a receiver, and it's just out of reach. Had number 1 streaking to the sideline, and it fell a little short.
Yeah, now we got guys getting up slow again.
There's a flag on the play.
Legal man. Downfield. They should decline that, and Bartow had to punt.
Yep. 4th down for the Yellow Jackets. Bartow will punt. This time Curtin will be standing in his end zone for this one. Mike, I just can't figure this wind out. There's an American flag in the south end zone, and it's kind of blowing toward the south now. The flags here next to the press box, like you called last time, are blowing across the field. I can't get a read on it.
It's. We'll talk about that after this play.
Here's the 4th down play. The snap in the end zone. Curtin gets it underway. Low line drive kick. Going to take a big Yellow Jacket bounce and trickle down to the 41-yard line.
Got a great job again.
So the flags to the north of you guys there are kind of like blowing directly to the east, or to the west.
West,
correct.
The flags to the south of you, they're kind of blowing to the southwest. The American flag now is kind of blowing to the south. It's been all over the place, but it's still. I mean, it doesn't. The wind on the field doesn't show what the winds on those flags are doing.
Yeah, and
if Bruce and I were playing golf on this, we'd have a terrible time judging the wind, wouldn't we?
I would. Yeah, I would be blaming everything on the wind.
On the wind. 2:46 left here in the 3rd quarter. Clearwater in front 16-0, and they have the ball in Yellow Jacket territory at the 40-yard line.
I'm going to be riding in the golf cart.
Quarterback wears number 1, and White will hand it off to Drain. Drain busts it to the outside. Drain up the sideline. He goes, and he is going to go 40 yards for a touchdown. Just like that. 40-yard touchdown run by the Tornadoes, and they have just opened things up here in the second half.
Yes, they have. And now you just got to, you got to kind of lick your wounds and regroup. Try to get a few positive plays offensively, and start.
Dolphins coming back.
Yeah. Trying to get some positive momentum for this young football team.
Well, the only thing the Tornadoes have had an issue with tonight is extra points and field goals. Here's the snap again. It's a little off, but they managed to get it down and up. So it is good.
It's almost like he put so much mustard on the snap that the quarterback has a little trouble getting a grip on it.
23-0 now is the score. Clearwater in front of Bartow. They're on a 40-yard touchdown run by Drain.
Yellow Jackets trying to get something going on. All right, at the end of the third quarter now, George Jenkins 51 and Lake Region 18. So a running clock up there in Eagle Lake in that ball game. Mulberry's got a running clock going, 39-0. Victory Christian now got a touchdown on the board. They lead Golden Gate 12-6. Hardy over Fort Meade 28-14. Haines City in front of Zephyr Hills Christian 29-12. And Durant 30, Lake Gibson 6. Same score from down south, maybe a rain delay. Lakeland 9 and Miami Central 6. That score hasn't changed in quite a while, although it does say third quarter. So slugfest down there in Miami.
Yeah.
Here's the kickoff by the Tornadoes. A little squibber in the front, and big number 98 pounces on it and covers it up at the 48-yard line.
Bruce, in your defense, Jeff, what'd you say? George Jenkins had 51 on the board?
Yes.
Bruce, that may be all they score all year. They might not put that many points combined for the rest of the season, buddy.
Mike, you always put icing on the cake for me and make things a lot better. I really appreciate that. And I'm all with you. They just laid it all out tonight, and now they're going to have to step up against somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
NFL preseason night, Jacksonville shut out Atlanta 31-0. I know it's preseason, but Jaguars 31-0 over Atlanta.
I just can't get in the preseason anymore. I mean, you got no starters playing any football, and how do you expect to be ready? I don't get it.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 48-yard line. Handoff, running back, number 26, turns the corner, across midfield into Tornado territory down to the 46-yard line.
Good job. Number 17 lost his helmet. He's going to have to come out for one play. And 26, I don't know who he is. That's the first time we've seen him touch the football, and he gets really nice positive yardage out of it. And again, we will know these kids' names next week, folks, so please bear with us a little bit longer.
2nd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Trip 3 receivers to the near side, and Bartow jumps. It looked like Clearwater called a timeout. I thought for sure one of the Yellow Jacket receivers on the near side took off early, but Clearwater called a timeout. Maybe they didn't have coverage on this near side. Maybe they only had 2. So timeout for Clearwater. We'll take a timeout as well. 23-0 is your score. Clearwater in front. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hello, Bartow. This is Joe DeCesare with Citrus Air Conditioners, your hometown air conditioning company. If you're looking to replace your old unit, Citrus Air has many units in stock and offers financing. Call us at 534-1171 or look us up online at citrusairinc.com.
Hi, Benny Jr. here with Bartow Ford. It's been a wild ride in the automotive industry. Dealerships haven't learned what Bartow Ford's known all along. A great price and the best service is all you need. Make sure you come to Bartow Ford, where we're different and we prove it.
Hi, it's Erin with Evolve Contracting. While there's no shortage of landscape and irrigation companies, you deserve the option that's the best fit for you. At Evolve, we offer 3D imaging and an irrigation program that saves you water, time, and money. Visit us at evolveyourlawn.com.
Second and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. On the run is Johnson. A little flip. We got a flag coming in late. The pass is incomplete. But this flag thrown by the referee. He's going to get a face mask against Clearwater.
I always like to see those flags come flying in from 20 yards away. He stepped back and he grabbed that flag and he wailed it.
Those things are pretty heavy, man. I remember the one guy in Cleveland that the thing went through his helmet and hit him in the eye and blinded his eye.
Oh. The little BBs or whatever?
Yeah. That was, about 20 years ago? And he went off and started beating on the ref or grabbing the ref and all that. It was crazy.
Well, the best call was the referee, personal foul down there. He was giving him business.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets following the
that guy's lined up offside.
Face mask penalty. Into Clearwater territory at the 42-yard line. Here's the snap to Johnson. Drops straight back. Johnson throws down the middle, and it's incomplete. Nobody home.
His receiver tripped.
Number 10 fell down.
or tripped up. Stops the clock with 1:34 left here in the third. Can't wait to get back to Bartow Memorial Stadium next Friday night for the home opener. Bartow takes on the Gulf Coast Sharks. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Johnson throws across the middle. Got it. Number 10. Gain of about 5.
That's a good job. I mean, he just sits down on a 5-yard curl, spins around, the ball comes to him, gobble it up, go down before you take the big shot, get some positive yards. Let's go.
3rd and about 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson again in the shotgun. Twins left, Twins right. Clearwater jumps off sides. That's 5 free yards and that's a handful of them tonight.
Yeah, and it's going to be, 3rd and 1 now.
Makes going for it on 4th down easier if you don't pick it up here.
Yeah, I would like to see number 26 in this ball game again, too.
Twins left, Twins right for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd and 1. Johnson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Calls for the ball. Here it is. He drops straight back, throws off his back foot toward the end zone. Got some flag. Got some. You're going to have a defensive pass interference, Bruce.
Yeah, and he picked it, but
I saw
that should be a flag too. That guy, he slammed the football down and kind of throwing a fit.
Well, the defender was grabbing the shirt. I could see the Yellow Jackets player's shirt was getting tugged right in front of us.
Now, what happened? He's cramping.
The defender's down and getting work off the field on the sideline. But it is a pass interference call against Clearwater.
Johnson couldn't even get that ball to turn over. It was floating on its way down.
Johnson has not had, and Mike, you're on the field, so you see it. But Johnson has not had a lot of time at all tonight.
No, he hasn't. But still, there's a way you can throw that ball and give him room to run under it and still put your body in it instead of floating that thing off your back foot. That's so dangerous.
Yeah, he's like you said, he's been rushed every play.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be icing tomorrow.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
They're coming.
Here comes the blitz. It's picked up by the Yellow Jackets, but he's going to be dropped anyway. There's too many people. Loss of about 5-6 on the play. 2nd down at the 25-yard line. Make it 2nd and 16 now for Bartow. You can see him crowding that line, Bruce, and just dashing right across through the gaps. Johnson looks to the sideline. 2nd and 16. The ball at the Tornado 25-yard line.
Now they bring him back in to try to help him out a little bit.
Twins left, Twins right.
They're coming.
Here's the snap. Again, a lot of pressure. They'll flip it out, and it's over the head of the intended receiver, Brown. Incomplete. Just trying to dump it off to Brown in the flat, get him in some open space, and try to make something happen. But 3rd down.
Yeah, the defensive end, he didn't come. He stopped when the fullback went by him. Instead of blocking him, he stopped in his tracks, and that made Johnson just have to throw a perfect pass. It was impossible at that angle.
You got a Clearwater player down over there, too.
And that's the final play of the 3rd quarter with your score. Clearwater 23, the Bartow Yellow Jackets nothing. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
You can win a brand new truck from Kelly Buick GMC and help us support our schools. This is Brandon Wunjo urging you to sign up and help raise money for our school kids and projects. It's the annual $20 truck at Kelly Buick GMC in Bartow.
The Ewing, Blackwelder, and Deuce Insurance Agency has been serving Central Florida since 1984. They all work and live in your neighborhood and take pride in our history. Offices in Bartow, there when you need them, representing only the most reliable companies in the industry.
For over 50 years, Keith's Spray Service has been serving Polk County with specialized treatment of delicate ornamentals, including rose bushes. Want to learn more about the treatments of ornamentals as well as expert lawn care? Call Keith's Spray Service.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School, along with Mike Ayers Bruce and Andy Edmond. I'm Jeff Thornburg. Kim and Elizabeth are here with us as well as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of week number 1 of the high school football season. Clearwater in front 23-0 over the Bartow Yellow Jackets. Bartow does have the ball into Clearwater territory. It's a third down, third and about 17, and the ball is at the Clearwater 25-yard line. Coming off the quarter change, let's see what the Yellow Jackets have in store. Johnson's your quarterback. He'll take it. Handoff. Nope, it's going to be a little reverse. Breaks one tackle, does number 17. And
I don't even think he gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
He loses about 1.5 yards, 2 yards.
They're trying to come up with something to get some
and they shouldn't even run the play, Bruce, because the injured player was still on the field.
Yep.
Was still on the field.
That'll be a no play.
This player now for Clearwater that Andy mentioned before the break is now being escorted across the field by a coach and a member of the medical staff. Now some other players are coming over to help escort this player. Now they will take over, and they'll just pick him up, carry him off the field. They're going to count that play that was down here. That's... Whew.
Bobby. Well, the Bucks just scored. Trask for another touchdown. He's playing all the way into the fourth.
Fourth down for the Yellow Jackets. Offense on the field. Blake wants to throw toward the corner of the end zone.
That's interference.
Yeah, and there's the flag, Mike. The receiver made an adjustment on the ball and got ran over by one of the Clearwater players. So that's going to be a pass interference and an automatic first down, Mike?
Yes, sir. Well, I don't know.
Is it automatic?
I don't know if it is or not.
They needed 17. They'll at least get a play back, right?
They should.
So it's going to be fourth down and maybe 3 or 4, if not an automatic first.
I would think pass interference would be an automatic first, but it doesn't appear so.
Fourth down, so fourth and about 4. Moves the ball to the 12-yard line. See what the offense calls up here. Johnson is your quarterback. He wears number 8. He's the senior for the Yellow Jackets.
Need to get something positive here, guys.
And timeout by the Yellow Jackets. Bartow just was not happy with their set here on this very important fourth down play.
Yeah, and the clock was down to 0.
Yeah, this I don't know what's going on in the backfield of Clearwater here, but this the back judge, man, he was giving one of those players the business side of it. He's not happy about it.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Didn't want to hear his opinion, huh?
Oh.
Well, it gives us an opportunity here to check the scoreboard real quick. Mulberry in the fourth quarter now leads Avon Park 39-0. That should be ending pretty quick here with a running clock. Also, Umatilla 21 and Tenorock 0. Victory Christian now opening it up on Naples Golden Gate 21-6. Hardee 28 and Fort Meade 20. The Miners coming back a little bit. Haines City, Andy, your Hornets are up 29-12 over Zephyr Hills Christian.
Yes.
Durant leads Lake Gibson 30-13. And Lake Wales rolling over Winter Haven 31-0. Here we go, fourth down.
Oh, he got him.
Well, and again, Clearwater jumps into the
neutral zone.
Into the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
Might be a first down.
Mike, walk that one off for us.
Yeah, it's a first down.
A free first down for the Yellow Jackets in the red zone.
First and goal.
Boy, that's just got to drive the Clearwater coaches crazy.
You know, and he's been. I mean, you watch him. He's been doing that, bringing that blitz like that on a regular basis, and he's like, he just couldn't stop himself that time. He just the momentum just carried him in.
Well, one thing that we've talked about time in and time out is Eden is adamant about changing snap counts and things like that.
First and goal for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson drops straight back. Johnson throw in the flat. He's got it. Number 1 turns upfield. He's going to get to the 6-yard line before he's brought down. Somebody lost a hat.
Somebody's coming out. It's a gray one.
Just not able to slow down enough to turn upfield. And I don't know. Was that a loss of
No,
yard?
he picked up about a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Good.
Second and goal from about the 7 for the Yellow Jackets. 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Johnson in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Johnson looks. Now he's under pressure. Johnson goes down.
Nobody picked him up. Nobody touched him all the way through the line. Nobody.
Boy, he crushed him, too.
The biggest guy on the line.
That's that big offensive lineman playing a little defense as well. Oh, my goodness. He's a beast.
So it's going to be third down, and the loss is all the way back to the 17-yard line. Got a final here for you, Bruce. Titusville Astronaut defeat Discovery Spartans 41-6.
And that's just
that one,
peachy.
right?
Yep, I'm 1-0.
Third down.
I'm quitting right there.
Johnson scrambling up the middle. Johnson bent over backwards, thrown it down at the 20-yard line.
Well, you can get a hurt back easy that way.
Another final. George Jenkins gets a win. 51-26 over Lake Region. That's a final now.
Man. Went from 1-0 to 1-1.
1-1. That's me too.
It's horrifying.
Fourth down now for the Yellow Jackets. Clock runs at 9.5 minutes left in this ball game. Just past the 10 o'clock hour. You're listening to WWBF Bartow. Bartow will send 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Single receiver on the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Calls for the ball. Here it is. 3 steps back, looking to throw, and he is swarmed under and sacked again.
He just has no time. No time whatsoever.
Turn it over on downs.
And they had 6 defensive backs just playing what normally would be a cover 4 is a cover 6. They're just not letting anybody into the end zone, basically. And, you've got to throw it in front. And there was nobody open.
So Bartow will turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Clearwater Tornadoes at the at their own 27-yard line. Soon to be a final if it's not already. Lake Wales 40, Winter Haven nothing.
Yeah, that one's been done a while. That was a running clock a long time ago.
Jalen White, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Drain. Drain turns the corner, bounces to the outside. Drain trying to stay in bounds. He'll be shoved out. Clock runs, though. Gain out to the 32-yard line where he'll be about a yard short of a first down.
A running clock with a 23-0. I mean, he pushed him out of bounds, didn't he?
I thought he did.
I mean, I'm not griping or anything.
2nd and 1 for the Tornadoes. Handoff again. This is going to be Drain again up the middle. He goes. He'll get a first down across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Next week, the Jackets are home at Bartow Memorial Stadium to take on the Sharks. The Gulf Coast Sharks are in town.
We beat them last year.
Did we, Mike?
I may have had that team mixed up with Golden Gate. Which team was it that was all the way down in Naples that we went to?
Well,
was it Golden Gate?
Golden Gate, I think.
That's what I was thinking.
Where it rained.
Where did we go to last year?
Here's a quarterback keeper, and White will just jog it out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I don't think we played that Gulf Coast, did we?
The Sharks? Well, let's see if we can investigate that.
I think we did.
I don't think so.
I would remember Sharks. That means we got to go down there next year. Interesting.
Second down and 3 here for the Tornadoes. In the snap, 2 people wanted to get it. The running back finally did come down with it. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Tornadoes, they haven't played the best game in the world. They've had a lot of mistakes, a lot of sloppy football, but they're getting the better of us. And it's, if me, I might be throwing some clean jerseys out there and giving some kids some playing time and see if I can't find some diamonds in the rough.
Here's the snap, a throw down the middle, and it's going to be caught at midfield by the Tornadoes. They're going to get a first down in Yellow Jacket territory down to the 48-yard line. And, Mike, we went to Martin County last year. Was that what you're thinking about, maybe?
Patrick said we went to Golden Gate, yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
You sure? Because it says home here.
It says Naples, the Naples team that, I don't know. The Naples team that the first matchup with them. I don't know.
First and 10 for the Tornadoes in Yellow Jacket territory at the 48. Clock runs 6.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Here's the snap. Handoff. Drain. Up the middle. He goes. And Drain with some nice hard running. He's going to clop off about 9 yards. Keeps that clock running.
Yeah, pounding the football.
I remember going to Martin County last year. That was our opener last year. And then we came back home, played Kathleen. Then it says we had a home game against Golden Gate Naples.
Yeah, that was the team that we went the year before the rain. We watched the rain just roll across the field.
Yeah.
Yep.
2nd and 1 for the Tornadoes at the Yellow Jacket 39-yard line. Clearwater in front, 23-0. Handoff again, Drain. Drain's got a lot of room right up the middle. He goes across the 30, across the 25, and down at the 24.
Yeah, there's just holes. I mean, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys can see it from there, but even at the level down here, there's just holes you could drive a semi-truck through for him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is the first time I'm seeing the Jackets this year, and we don't recognize a lot of the numbers. We don't recognize when they're making substitutions. We know 98's been out on the field. We know 31's been out on the field. We call their name a lot. But
timeout for the water break.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say.
So we'll learn this team as we go. Next week's going to be a big deal. We'll have names in front of us. We'll learn these kids, and then we'll know when they're making changes, substitutions, and things like that. But if this is still, most of the starting 11, they're wore out. And we know the offense is beat up. Johnson's beat up. Number 4, Brown, the running back, he's got to be pretty beat up.
And 10, we think that's Hires, is probably beat up as well. But the Jackets are still playing defense. They still got most of their starters in the game. 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Well, now you're playing for pride. You're playing for that sticker on your helmet and things like that. And you don't want to give up a late score in this game. This is a big test.
In the shotgun is Jalen White. He'll turn and give it off to Drain. Up the middle he goes. And he'll get to the 20-yard line before he's shut down by Bartow.
And we have, 20 people graduate last year? We have so many people that graduated. So you got a lot of people having to step up into roles that they're not used to. Now Stanley's there. We know he's a leader and things like that. But then you gotta find leaders. You gotta find guys that are gonna step up and they're gonna become leaders.
2nd down and about 6 here for the Tornadoes at the Yellow Jacket 20-yard line. Tornadoes will stack 3 receivers on the far side of the field. White again in the shotgun. Calls for it. Turns. Gives it to Drain. Jeremy Drain. Been the big ball carrier all night long. Crossed the 15. Crossed the 10 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Murray out there along with Hampton getting him out of bounds before he's able to reach pay dirt.
They got to be tired because they're going both ways.
The clock runs there at 4:20 to play in the ball game. Clearwater 23 and Bartow nothing.
Yeah, we played Martin County, and we lost 35-7 on 8/26 last year.
First and goal for the Tornadoes. Handoff again. Drain. Got a lot of daylight. Very close to the end zone. Maybe stopped at the 1.
Yeah, and somebody came in big time. Looks like number 7 came in along with number 22, and then Stanley to stop that guy from scoring. And he had a big opening there, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you watched him drain, and I don't know. They're moving our guys. They're just open those holes up, and it's just they're controlling it.
Defense is tired. They've been on the field a long time.
Yeah, you're right.
Second and goal from the 1 for Clearwater. Here's the snap. Number 20, Jeremy Drain, dragged in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Clearwater. .305 left here in the ball game, and Clearwater in front now, 29-0 on the 1-yard touchdown run from Drain. It's a final now. Hardy 28, Fort Meade 20.
I'm 2-1.
Yeah, we started almost a half hour late.
Yeah.
So that's why we're still with a lot of time on the clock. And it's just now cooling off in here.
McClary with the extra point. The attempt is up, and he sails it.
He got a big leg. It's just a matter if they can get the hold down.
30-0 now your score. Clearwater over the Bartow Yellow Jackets. 3:05 left in the ball game. We will return. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Getting tired of your furniture and decor? I'm Mindy Moo with the Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza. We offer a boundless collection of vintage, industrial, farmhouse, repurposed, hand-painted furniture and decor. Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza.
You'll always get great prices at Budget You Pull of the Bartow. Here's Craig.
We have starters for $20, alternators for $20, AC compressors for $31. Every door is $55, and motors are $200.
Budget You Pull it, Highway 60 East.
In today's complicated financial world, it's nice to know that Steve Wright & Company is there, helping you utilize your resources more effectively as you work toward your financial goals, from tax returns to retirement plans and all the stops in between. Rely on Steve Wright & Company on Avenue H in Winter Haven.
Welcome back to Bartow Yellow Jacket Football, the opener of the 2024 campaign. Not going the way of the Jackets tonight. Clearwater in front, 30-0 over Bartow. 3:05 left in the ball game, and Bartow all set here to receive the kickoff. And again, a little squiver right up the middle.
Uh-oh.
And this one goes all the way through everybody, and picked up at the 5-yard line.
It.
Making some move at the 10, 15, 20. Oh, for a second I thought he might have had a.
Yeah, he was about one or two misses there from going.
Yeah, if he lets it go, it goes out of bounds. But you couldn't take that chance as long as it rolled on the ground.
Yeah, but a Bartow player touched it. It went right through his legs. He had to touch it.
So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball right about the 20-yard line. 2:53 to play in the ball game. Reminder, join us tomorrow night for NASCAR Cup Series racing from Daytona. The Coke Zero 400, Daytona International Speedway. Matthew McDowell on the pole.
Yeah, that's interesting. But, you know,
Kyle Larson,
that Front Row Motorsports has been pretty good.
Bruce going to win the race, Bruce?
Yes.
Here's a handoff, about a 1-yard gain for the Yellow Jackets on first down.
I bet he's probably, 1,600 plus 1,600. But
hard not to put him on your team for.
Yeah, and throw $20 down on him.
20.
Well, I can't bet big money. I ain't got no money.
Oh, I was surprised at the 20. Second down and 9 here for the Yellow Jackets. Clock runs at 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game as we kind of wrap this one up.
has not gone the Jackets' way tonight. Blake in the shotgun. Play clock down to 2 seconds.
Well,
here's the snap.
Moved.
Handoff. I believe that's your number 26 there,
Yep.
Bruce.
Yep. He's moving forward. It's 2 carries, and, nothing against Brown at all, but it just seems like this little guy seems to get a lot of positive yardage.
Third down at about 6 for Bartow. Minute 30 to play in the ball game. As the Jackets look over to the sideline for the call here. Now we're down to a minute 18. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Here's the snap. Johnson wants to throw, and he airs one out down the sideline. Got 2 receivers over there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's really, really tough when you've got, that's 6, 7 guys. You got 7 guys playing off the football right there, and you're throwing into double coverage. It's pretty tough. I mean, this nothing against them. Just trying to make something happen.
Well, we heard from Miss Sandy Stinger.
Oh.
She texted in here. She's asking, are we having fun yet?
Yeah.
And she wants us to have a safe trip home.
Well, thank you, Sandy.
And we appreciate that, Miss Sandy.
And we had fun for about the first 15 minutes. And
had fun on the way over.
Yeah. Had a good time.
Dinner was great.
Yeah, you and Kim just tore up some
kind
Cool
of
Whip
dessert thing, yeah.
That was good.
Here's the punt for the Yellow Jackets. Going to sail out of bounds right about the 44-yard line.
I think that's probably going to be it. I would think they'd take a knee.
Yeah.
2 plays and get out of here.
Hope to see everybody next Friday night at Bartow Memorial Stadium, and the Jackets with their home opener against the Gulf Coast Sharks.
The air conditioning works better in our booth.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we've been in there times where it didn't work. That can be a little rough, but hopefully it's working.
I don't want to hear y'all complain about the air conditioning.
Oh, man. It has to come from the sideline guy, doesn't it?
You got the breeze down there.
Yeah. I mean, he gets nice cool rain.
Cool breeze.
Cool rain. We give you everything we can, Mike.
Right.
We can only do so much.
Pull you out if it's lightning.
Victory formation, and there's a flag on the. Come on. Illegal substitution against the Tornado Hurricanes. The Clearwater Tornadoes.
Haven't said anything bad about the officials all night, and then this guy has to be stupid with 15 seconds or 55 seconds left.
So they'll march off 5 yards penalty.
He gets the exercise, too. We got to sit up here.
Well,
who gets the exercise?
I don't think Mike's scooting real hard.
Yeah, he's
one of those.
He's burning calories.
All right, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Clock's running.
The football.
The clock is still running.
Okay.
Are they going to reset it back to 55 seconds?
Lordy. Great job. Thank you very much. Home of champions, we sure are. Okay.
And they are victory formation.
Coach Jolliffe, she says great job tonight. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Coach.
And we are the home of champions. And a lot of that is because of you. And we will be alive at the Hive, and we'll be ready to go. And she says somebody's going to get stung. And just great to have her listening. That's an honor, and we look forward to chatting with her all year.
They called illegal procedure against the Tornadoes, and the clock is running. 8 seconds as we count it down. That's going to be our final tonight, as the line is already formed for the handshake at midfield with the Yellow Jackets and the Tornadoes. Final score is Clearwater 30, the Bartow Yellow Jackets nothing. We'll be back to wrap this one up for you here on a Friday night. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football on WBF.
Hello, Bartow. This is Joe DeCesare with Citrus Air Conditioners, your hometown air conditioning company. If you're looking to replace your old unit, Citrus Air has many units in stock and offers financing. Call us at 534-1171 or look us up online at citrusairinc.com.
The Whidden McLean Funeral Home of Bartow and the McLean Funeral Home of Fort Meade hold high the responsibility placed on them, offering you the personal attention and distinctive service you deserve. Whidden and McLean, synonymous with service.
35 amazing years. Hey, that's us here at Spath Jewelers. We offer services such as beautiful custom work that's sure to wow, repairs, complimentary cleaning, appraisals, watch repairs, financing. What more do you need? We're here Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, and Saturdays from 10 to 5.
Welcome back to Clearwater High School, along with Bruce and Andy Edmond, Mike Ayers. I'm Jeff Thornburg, and final score tonight: Clearwater shuts out the Bartow Yellow Jackets in week number 1 here, 30-6. The Yellow Jackets take it on the chin here, and gosh, Bruce, I saw some good things from Bartow, but just high snaps again on special teams, things like that we saw last year, and. But the defense played tough.
Yeah,
all night long.
Defense did a pretty good job. They gave up some plays, but then again, Coach Mike got him or not? Coach Eden was talking about at halftime, got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot, and we saw that quite a bit in the second half as well. So they're going to have to clean this up. They'll clean it up quite a bit. They'll watch film.
Looks like the two head coaches meeting there at halftime.
And we'll.
I think Mike's going to give Coach a pass.
Yeah, and I think clean up some mistakes, go back to the drawing board, come up with some different things, and let's go back at it again next week.
And Mikey, we got to do something to give Blake some more time in that backfield.
Yeah, I didn't. I told you, like I said, I was standing there with all the coaches. Coach Chin, the new offensive coordinator, said he was going to do some things, said he was going to bring that keep that six man back to help block, try to roll him out a little bit, try to get that ball out there a little bit quicker. I don't know that we really saw, maybe they didn't, maybe they saw something a little different that they didn't want to implement that plan. But, Bruce, you and I talk about it week in and week out. Those little short, quick out passes, if you can get just that little two-step drop and get that thing out to the flats, you suck those guys in, you open yourself up for that run to make it available.
Yeah.
And I've always been a fan of that. I've always liked that but it's a fast-paced ball game too. So when you start doing that, you got to keep hammering that until you open that up and you spread that defense out.
Yeah, it's like playing a game of chess. You keep drawing him in, and then all of a sudden you hit him with your queen. And while he's watching the left side of the board, you hit him on the right side. And these are the things that you have to work on and get used to. And I think we're going to get better as the season goes.
And you're right. We didn't have the Classic to work out some of these kinks last week. We had a kind of a hey, can we join you type jamboree game with Lakeland and Plant City. So, yeah, these are some things, first week jitters, and everything. So I have complete confidence in Eden and the coaching staff. They'll get all this straightened out and of course the team as well. Andy, final thoughts, my friend?
They got to work. The offensive line, they've got to work on that because the Tornadoes were just busting through there, and he didn't have any time to throw the ball. They're off when they tried to run the ball. As soon as he hand off, they're getting hit, and of course they blitzed a lot tonight too.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens next week.
Before we leave you, real quick here, a score from South Florida: Lakeland 16 and Miami Central 6. And that says it's late in the fourth quarter there. Lake Wales a winner tonight over Winter Haven. Victory Christian appears on the way to a win over Golden Gate. They lead 21-6. Durant a winner tonight over Lake Gibson. Hardee a winner over Fort Meade tonight. Haines City gets a win over Zephyr Hills Christian tonight. And Mulberry, congratulations to the Panthers. Home open win tonight over Avon Park. Our final score tonight is Clearwater 30 and Bartow nothing. I want to give a thank you to everybody here at Clearwater High School for their assistance in the ball game tonight. Thank you so much. Hope you can join us next Friday. Yellow Jacket home opener against Naples Gulf Coast Sharks. For Bruce and Andy Edmond, Mike and Elizabeth Ayers, I'm Jeff Thornburg along with my wife Kim. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you guys next week. Have a safe night, and thank you for tuning in.
You can win a brand new truck from Kelly Buick GMC and help us support our schools. This is Brandon Wonjo urging you to sign up and help raise money for our school kids and projects. It's the annual $20 truck at Kelly Buick GMC in Bartow.
Getting tired of your furniture and decor? I'm Mindy Moo with the Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza. We offer a boundless collection of vintage, industrial, farmhouse, repurposed, hand-painted furniture and decor. Vintage Warehouse in Bartow, located in the Publix Plaza.
Hi, this is Carla Meeks, a Bartow High alumni, and here's to a great season. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, call me at Meeks Real Estate, 863-604-9287. Remember, I am not just a realtor, but your realtor.
Tonight's broadcast of Bartow Yellow Jacket football on WBF was brought to you by Kelly Buick GMC of Bartow. With high-quality vehicles and services, we look forward to living up to our reputation. Evolve Professional Landscape Management, offering full residential and commercial landscaping services. By Spath Jewelers of Bartow and Valrico, providing all your jewelry needs with sparkling customer service. Budget You Pull It of Bartow, the parts you need when you need them. By Ewing Blackwelder and Deuce Insurance, helping you protect what matters most. S.R. Wright and Company in Winter Haven, your certified public accountants. By Keith's Spray Service of Bartow, taking care of your lawn and garden for over 50 years. Citrus Air Conditioners of Bartow, such great care it must be Citrus Air. By Whidden McLean Funeral Home, our family serving yours with integrity and compassion since 1925. Beef O'Brady's Sports Pub in the Bartow Center South. Good food, good sports. By the Vintage Warehouse of Bartow, your furniture and decoration heaven, located at the Publix Shopping Center. Carla Meeks, real estate on your side from start to finish with experienced realtor services. And by Bartow Ford, we're different, and we prove it. Bartow Yellow Jacket football is a special presentation of WBF Sports,